I'm Doug Brown. Jets quarterback Zach Wilson hasn't been in a game for almost a month, but he'll start Sunday against the Lions. Mike White is out with fractured ribs. The 49ers clinched the NFL West title with a win over the Seahawks. And ESPN's Ryan Clark says if Brock Purdy takes San Francisco to the Super Bowl, it'll be a better story than Tom Brady's first title with the Patriots.
If he brings this team to a championship, it's a more improbable run than that run. This is Mr. Irrelevant. In his rookie year, he was the third quarterback on the roster. He takes over a team that has a good defense, that has a good run game, but has never depended on his quarterback.
Ryan Clark on Get Up. ESPN's Chris Lowe reports Alabama isn't expecting any opt-outs for its Sugar Bowl game against Kansas State. Quarterback Bryce Young and linebacker Will Anderson Jr., who could be the top two picks in the draft, will both play. Mavericks guard Tyrell Terry announces his retirement from the NBA today because of what he calls overwhelming anxiety. Terry is 22. He was a first-round pick in 2020.
Coming up on Monday, the Packers still have an outside chance of making the playoffs, but will this be the last chance for Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay? We'll discuss that on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, Monday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, ESPN Radio and ESPN2.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios.
That's right.
And off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
Love you, Matt.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
And Mr. Toby Tomplay. All right, we're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there, make it a good one. A massive recruiting weekend for Brian Kelly and his squad. It's so interesting how times have changed. But right now, preparing for the bowl game is far less consequential than what's going to happen this weekend. Next Wednesday is the start of the early signing period. And LSU's got a whole slew of elite prospects on campus. And on top of that, transfer portal prospects and targets. So they got to make hay this weekend. Tigers got to make hay this weekend before the early signing period starts Wednesday. Billy Embody with us in 12 minutes. Talk about the guys that are on campus this weekend, who the targets are, why it's important, all that stuff. Again, coming up about 12 minutes from right now. This is, you know what? This is a bit stunning. The NCAA has done something smart. Muse, could you take my screen, please, if you or the audio, if you would, please? Have you seen what the NCAA is doing?
I saw it.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It's pretty rare.
The NCAA did something sensible and sensical. Our buddy Cole Kublik tweeted, the NCAA has issued a one-time blanket waiver in FBS football to exempt postseason participation from the limit of 4 contests a student-athlete may participate in without using a season of competition. The blanket waiver is applicable to FBS postseason games that occur after December 15th, 2022. Let me make this very simple for you. You can play in the bowl game and not burn your red shirt. It's a freaking miracle. Crank it up, Muse. I mean, there are a few things better than going into into church around Christmas time and hearing the Alleluia chorus? You agree? I mean, is there anything more festive than hearing the choir sing the Alleluia chorus?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's good.
What's more festive?
I mean,
look, the spirit of the season is the birth of our Savior.
Right, but you didn't let me finish.
That's the point. It's not about Frosty the Snowman and Santa Claus.
Well, you're going to get me going on Frosty
that's
again.
right. Don't do it.
Don't do it. I was actually going to go with, like...
Shrapnel!
Like,
look out!
Oh, Come All Ye Faithful or Oh Holy Night or something. I mean, I think that's better than this, honestly.
No.
Yeah.
And He will reign forever and ever. Alleluia. Chorus. I mean, my goodness, one word, so powerful. Alleluia.
Look.
My goodness. Nothing else need to be said. But this is incredible. This is how, quite honestly, people are wondering, like, how do you fix bowl game? Like, this is how you do it. And it's obvious, and we've all said it. Like, LSU a year ago, do you realize, like, Garrett Nussmeier could have played the Texas Bowl if this had existed a year ago? LSU wouldn't have been stuck playing Jontre Kirkland at quarterback. God bless Jontre Kirkland for giving it his all for Old State U, but my goodness, play Nussmeier. You don't think there's more intrigue in that game if Nussmeier's starting? Okay, let's see the kid. Let's see the kid. Give it a go. Let's see how it looks. Max Johnson had already hightailed it out to Texas A&M. All right, here you go, kid. What if Nussmeier played in that bowl game and completely balled out? Is this year different for LSU? Maybe. Does Miles Brennan ever decide to come back? I don't know. Remember, he came back and then left after they brought in J.J. Maybe it could be completely different. How about the game LSU's about to play? You know what this means? Derek Davis, he's in the portal probably, but for a guy like that, could he come back and play in this bowl game if he wanted to? Get some run? He could. Quincy Wiggins, a guy who's played in 4 games already, big old defensive lineman, had the foot injury early, played a little bit, but they're not going to play him anymore. You can play him in this game. Like, if B.J. Ojolari's gone, Ali Gay's gone, like, Quincy Wiggins can play. Let's see 93 run around. Go make some plays, kid. I mean, this is how you fix it. This is how you make it interesting. I'm sorry, like, for most people, it's not, like, I get it. I shouldn't even say for most people, but for plenty of college football, the bowl games aren't going to be interesting anymore. There's opt-outs. There's guys leaving for the pros. College football players have told you they don't care about these games, even at a high level. Okay, fine. How do you make it interesting? This is how you make it interesting. You make it a showcase, an exhibition for the next season for the guys that otherwise might not have played. I love it. Wish they had done it a year ago. It would have helped LSU tremendously in that bowl game a year ago. And there's no reason not to do this. I mean, you would, if you're the NCAA, I mean, you'd rather run out a roster of 50 scholarship players or less? No, man. Let the young guys play. Go, give it a go. All right, so brilliant. This is a one-time deal, but my guess is they do this, realize the world's not going to end, and then they implement it permanently, which is, yes, congratulations, NCAA, on doing something that makes an awful lot of sense. Hopefully it stays forever. All right, it's After Further Review. We're glad to have you aboard with us here, Friday edition, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. What a weekend. I love this time of year. We get into this time of year because you have so much going on. Saints-Falcons on Sunday. You got the Pels and the Suns tomorrow. You got LSU basketball tomorrow. And, of course, 8 bowl games this weekend, full slate of games this weekend in the NFL. Saints injury report is out. We'll run through this just really quickly. 2 Saints have already been declared out for the game. Zach Bond is going to be out. P.J. Williams also out for the game as well. So a couple of defensive reserves will not be available for New Orleans against Atlanta. The other players that are listed as questionable, J.T. Gray, Jawan Johnson, Marshawn Lattimore, still officially questionable. Adam Troutman, Peyton Turner, Dwayne Washington, and Pete Werner all questionable as they were limited Dwayne Washington is sick. He did not practice all week, but Ryan Ramczyk was a full participant. He's back. Will Lutz is back after his injury. Cam Jordan is back as well, was a full participant with a foot injury. So Saints, the only things really of note then would be Zach Ball and P.J. Williams out. We'll keep an eye on Marshawn Lattimore, although when Mike Triplett was with us yesterday, sounded really skeptical, like didn't think he was going to be able to give it a go. But we'll see if the Saints can get Lattimore back out there in this game or at some point here moving forward. And then we'll keep an eye on Pete Werner too, back from the ankle injury. We'll see if the Saints get him back on the field this weekend. Kind of an incredible recovery there for Pete Werner, considering the severity of the injury. He had to be back this quickly. So we'll see if Werner's back out there. But a great opportunity to continue for Peyton Ellis, or excuse me, for Caden Ellis, with Pete Werner out, taking advantage of this opportunity. All right, so Saints-Falcons Sunday at noon. Let me knock out a break. We'll come back. As we mentioned, massive recruiting weekend for LSU. Billy Embody of On3 is going to join us next, talk about the guys on campus, significance, positions of need, all that sort of stuff. That's next. It's AFR.
AFR.
Brought to you by Pluckers Nicholson. Bluebonnet, dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. 28 flavors of award-winning jumbo chicken wings, ice-cold draft beer, full-service bar, sports on TV. Hey, look, if your place of business is like our place of business currently, ain't nobody there. So go meet everybody over at Pluckers. You can get on by. There is, look at 2 bowl games today. You got a full slate tomorrow. You got 3 NFL games tomorrow. You got college basketball tonight, NBA tonight. My goodness. Watch it all at Pluckers. Remember, your NFL Sundays, they've got Sunday tickets. So if you need to watch every single game, all the out-of-market games to track your fantasy team, a lot of y'all getting toward the fantasy playoffs, now's the time you can get by Pluckers. Nicholson, Bluebonnet, dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. Award-winning jumbo chicken wings, ice-cold draft beer, full-service bar, and sports on TV. Tomorrow you got LSU hoops, you got Pels hoops, you got the Saints on Sunday. No better place than at Pluckers. Either location. Dine and carry out or delivery. It's Pluckers if you like our wings. We'll give you the bear.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off MSRP on a new 2022 Ford F-150, plus no payments for 90 days and 2.9% APR for 72 months. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications, the powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution, a network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ETEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Auctioner.
Oh, hey, what's up? It's Big V and Bubba, 100.7 The Tiger Morning Show. We'd love for you to join us every weekday, 4 a.m. till 9 a.m.
Yeah, everything you want in a show. Country music. We got laughs. We got celebrity in-studio guests. We just need you.
Join us every weekday morning, 4 a.m. to 9 a.m., right where it all started.
That's right. Louisiana's country station, 100.7 The Tiger.
There's nothing better than tailgating, but it can be a lot of work. So why do it yourself when you don't have to? Let Revelry Sports and Entertainment set up your luxury tailgate on campus. Order what you want and just show up to party. Book your tailgate.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
All right, early signing period opens up on Wednesday. So one final swing for Brian Kelly and his staff with a bunch of dudes on campus for official visits this weekend. Billy Embody from On3, the Bengal Tiger, joins us right now. Billy, we appreciate you as always, man. How are you?
I'm doing well, Matt. How are you?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. It is a bit odd, man, because normally we're talking about bowl game and bowl prep and all that, but right here, smack dab in the middle, is this massive recruiting weekend. By the way, am I overstating the significance of this weekend for Brian Kelly and his staff?
No, I think this is a really important weekend. I mean, you look at what they need to finish with when it comes to, especially the secondary. I mean, your two official visitors that are uncommitted who are coming in are two of the better uncommitted prospects in the secondary in the entire country left on the board for the taking. And if you get both of those, you've completely revamped that secondary in a year where you absolutely need it. You're losing a few key guys in the secondary. They lost Jalen Davis Robinson to the portal, and you know they're after Denver Harris and for the Texas A&M transfer. But if they can get those two guys that are coming in this weekend on top of JV and Toviano, who they just landed, that is quite the finish, especially at a huge position of need for this staff.
Let's start with Desmond Ricks. What can you tell us about him, his recruitment, where the Tigers stand heading into this weekend?
So Desmond Ricks reclassified to what would be his normal high school graduating class. He would have been too old to play high school football next year. So he reclassifies. He's going to be an early enrollee wherever he ends up. And Florida, Alabama, and LSU have hosted him in that order leading up to the early signing period. I think that's the trio that he's going to decide from. I don't anticipate there being a surprise with him at this point. And entering the month of December, LSU sat in a really good spot for him, and I still think they're in a good spot. There's a lot of connections at play between, Robert Stevel's recruiting him well. Brian Kelly's made him a priority. Jordan Arsmo has recruited him since he was an 8th grader when Jordan was back at UVA. They've really done a nice job working those connections. LSU does have a good NIL offer that is supposedly being put together as well, so that's always a factor. And when you look at positions of need, and especially high-end prospects like this, that's something that's worth noting. And these official visits that he's taken, Florida, Alabama, and now LSU, those will be the final conversations and opportunities for those things to be finalized and put together. And so if everything kind of holds with the way it was entering December and kind of what I've heard over the last 10 days or so, then I think LSU can hang on and land Desmond Ricks. If it doesn't and circumstances change, then, that's just the name of the game in recruiting right now. But they have I think the best opportunity for him to play early. They've got some really good relationships. He really likes the idea of playing for DBU, and, NIL is a part of it too. So if it all comes together, I really do think it's going to be LSU. If something happens and falls apart, especially on the NIL front, then he'll go somewhere else.
But NIL can't be used as a recruiting inducement, as we all know, right? So that doesn't happen. Billy embodies this.
Correct.
I understand your point, though. It's such a game of semantics, but we all know that how the game is played. For what it's worth, the recruiting prediction machine there at On3 has LSU with an 84% chance of landing Desmond Ricks, which feels a little overwhelming. After Ricks, with the other guys on campus, where would you say the priority lies?
Yeah, it's going to be a bunch of commits that'll be on campus with Desmond Ricks, and then 4-star defensive back Isaac Smith, who's out of Mississippi. It's an LSU-Mississippi State battle, I would say, at this point for him. So Zach Arnett and his staff, obviously, reeling from the passing of Mike Leach, and it's just such a horrible situation at any time of year to have to go through. But right now, with him being the new head coach, he still has to recruit. He still has to try to fill this roster. And Isaac Smith is a huge target for the Bulldogs, and same goes for LSU. Smith, he's somebody that Terry Cook's offered after watching his senior year, or about halfway through his senior year, and so they got on him pretty hard. From that moment, he was a Louisiana bootlegger, so he's got some familiarity with some kids from the boot, and there's some optimism that LSU's getting the last official visit. That can't be understated with a kid from Mississippi. It's very hard to pull them out from there, but I think LSU sits in a good spot. He's doing his research. He's asking around. He's trying to make sure it's going to be the right fit because, look, LSU does have Ryan Yates, Kylan Jackson, Michael Doherty already committed in that safety class. So they've got some names that, are really impressive. But, Isaac Smith is somebody that they really want to add to kind of round things out.
Billy Embody is with us from On 3 The Bengal Tiger. He's on Twitter at Billy Embody. I'll give him a follow. You did mention Denver Harris. He's gotten an awful lot of attention. Obviously, for those that don't know, former 5-star corner, spent this year at A&M, was suspended for the bulk of the year, entered the portal, and he visited LSU this week. Billy, to the best that you know, how is the staff weighing Denver Harris's ability on the field and his what has probably been described as a sort of knucklehead nature off the field with some of the things that happened this year in College Station?
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it. I mean, knucklehead is a perfect way to put it. I mean, it kind of dates back to high school. He had some issues at North Shore. He got suspended for a game here and there over like little things, like when they were in the state playoffs, he wouldn't give up his cell phone the night of, the team staying in the hotel, and there's just been things throughout his career and being a high profile prospect. People find out about him, and so they're weighing some of those knucklehead type things that he's gotten into trouble for against what is really, I mean, a surefire first round NFL draft pick type of talent. I mean, he's that good. He's I would say a cut below Derek Stingley, like a clear cut. Derek Stingley is one of the best ever in terms of prospects, but Denver Harris is right in line with a lot of those top flight first round draft picks that have played corner across the country at multiple schools. That's why he was so highly recruited, and I think he's somebody that if he gets his head on straight, he would be unbelievable addition. I think Brian Kelly and his staff are doing their due diligence. I think things are trending in the right direction for him to end up at LSU. I don't think that it's going to happen anytime soon, but I think it's something where they probably feel pretty good about it if we haven't heard that they don't right now.
Okay, that's a good way to put it. Other portal targets, it feels, Billy, like most of what we're talking about is on the defensive side of the ball. Other targets of significance that are going to be here this weekend.
Yeah, two of them, Braden Swinson, the Oregon edge transfer, and then Paris Shand out of Arizona. Both are defensive line prospects. One, in Paris Shand, I really like him. He 7 of 9 games for Arizona this year. He had a career high in tackles for loss, and sacks. I think he had 39 tackles, I think 4.5 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, something like that. Big body, 6'5", 6'4", 290 pounds. And he'll have multiple years left to play. So if you consider Jaquelin Roy somebody that ends up going pro, and you bring back Mason Smith and Mekhi Wingo and Jacobian Guillory and potentially Quincy Wiggins sliding inside, that's a good group. If you can add Paris Shand, somebody who LSU has had some relationship with dating back to his days as a recruit. He's a Toronto native. He's from Canada and ended up going down to Connecticut for his prep days and then ends up at Arizona. And then Braden Swinson is a kind of a big body to add to the edge spot. They lose B.J. Ojulari. They've lost Desmond Little. I think they want to upgrade with a little bit of size there and some, physicality. Braden Swinson hasn't played too much at Oregon, but he's had, experience. And Jamar Cain recruited him when he was at Arizona State. Mm-hmm. So maybe getting closer to home. He's from Georgia, and being back with a familiar face to help him.
He is. I'm looking at the transfer portal there at On Three. He's there. There's 100% of the projections that he ends up at LSU. We're talking about Swinson here. Can you explain how that's calculated?
So the only offer he's reported right now is from Oregon, and the only visit he's taken, to our knowledge at least, is to LSU, or his only offer is from LSU. I think I spoke on that, but so that is his only option. So that's kind of where things stand on that front. Desmond Ricks, you mentioned 83%. I think that's a little high, just because of how the stakes are. But I will say this. All the buzz all month has been around Desmond Ricks and LSU. That's the school that has garnered the most attention when you talk with sources. So there are some that sometimes make sense. Sometimes there are others that might not be as overwhelmingly favored as they are viewed on the recruiting prediction machine. And I think Ricks would be one of those. Like, I don't think it's 83% chance that he ends up at LSU, but I would say LSU leads, and it's accurate in that respect.
Okay. Billy, a couple more before you go. I always like to ask about numbers. They're at 25 with the high school guys right now. Any idea where they want to land with the high school number and then with the portal number?
Yeah, I think that is somewhat fluid, but I would say if they sign 23, if Paul Mabenga, the offensive lineman from Georgia, who doesn't want to take any more visits, he's not doing any of that, but he wants to sign with his teammates in the February period, and then Dalen Austin, who is taking visits, we'll see kind of what happens there, and wants to sign late. If those two don't sign, you'll be at 23. You will have potentially Desmond Ricks, Isaac Smith, and Kamorian Pimpton. Those are the three big targets down the stretch, I would say, that they're heavily involved with. They could end up signing. That would be 26. And then from there, you have two guys coming in, Braden Swinson and Parrish Sham this weekend. That would be 28. Potentially Aaron Anderson, Denver Harris. Those would be 30. I think it kind of makes sense that somewhere between 5 and 7 transfers, maybe 5 to 8, more towards that 6 to 8 range. And then you're looking at probably a high school class of 29.
Okay. So that kind of holds with what we had kind of been looking at along. Last one, you mentioned Aaron Anderson. That's the last guy I did want to ask about. I mean, we all know who he was. He was a big, giant commit or prospect out of Carr. Was one time committed to LSU, correct, and then decommitted and ended up at Alabama. Now he's in the portal after 1 year. Bizarre to see that guy only play one game in Tuscaloosa, but what can you tell us about that situation?
Yeah, he got hurt, and I think that obviously played a part in it. I think he's a really special prospect. I mean, 5'9"-ish, so a little limited in terms of what he can do, but he's also got plenty of speed. He's a gadget guy. He could play running back. He could play wide receiver. He could be dangerous in the kick return game. And we all know that LSU needed some of that this year, and some help in that regard. So that's kind of the pitch for him. I think Aaron Anderson is one of those players that the situation just probably wasn't right for him to end up at LSU. When Ed Orgeron got fired, he decommitted. That's what he said he was going to do if that happened, and sure enough, he did it pretty much right after that. And he ends up going to Alabama, which was the long-favored kind of spot for him to land if it wasn't LSU. So now he'd spent a year in Tuscaloosa, decides to get a fresh start, and I think it's pretty natural with Frank Wilson back at LSU that he's kind of taking the lead on it and making him a priority at a position of need as well.
Billy Embody on 3, the Bengal Tiger. Billy, you also have it's $1 for a year is the offer y'all have right now?
Not only that, but you get a really nice Founders Club hat as well. We've got plenty of those still on deck. So
that got Muso's attention because he is a hat guy.
Yeah, I'm a hat guy too. Fun fact, all 700 of them that are still out there, Shay made the joke on the podcast, they're all at my house, and my wife is ready for them to be gone. So.
And now he's gone. That's it. You make a joke about hats being gone. That's exactly what happens. All right, so you could get a year of on 3, the Bengal Tiger, for $1. If you're into recruiting, good time to do it, obviously, with the early signing period starting on Wednesday. We appreciate Billy. All right, it's After Further Review, brought to you by Shawbills Tire and Auto Service, shawbillstire.com. Bumper-to-bumper auto service and name brand tires at wholesale prices. You know where to find them, shawbillstire.com. Next week, of course, Christmas, lots of people are going to be hitting the road. Shawbills is going to be closed on the 26th and on January the 2nd in observance of Christmas and New Year's. So just keep that in mind. But before you hit the road, take it to Shawbills. Shawbillstire.com. You get the promotions tab. You can see the 25 days of Christmas savings. You can see the Holly Jolly savings. We're talking about great deals on the best tires on the road. You can find it right now at shawbillstire.com. Shawbillstire.com. Shawbills, where we keep you rolling.
AFR.
Sky, I've got that sunshine.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Follow us on Twitter at 1045ESPN to cast your vote in the Citizens Bank and Trust Poll of the Day. Vote daily inside Off the Bench, anytime. Hunt and Hill. And After Further Review, Citizens Bank and Trust brings you the Poll of the Day via Twitter at 1045ESPN.
Louisiana. It's a place defined by culture, by pride, by passion, by people who do more than love this place. They celebrate it, elevate it, champion it. They are the individuals who embody what makes Louisiana great. The companies that make Louisiana a better place to work and live. The nonprofits leading transformational change in our communities. Champions of Louisiana are all around us, and LWCC is proud to celebrate them because we've always been Louisiana loyal, supporting the workers, the innovators, the change agents of this great place we call home. Who are the champions around you? Together, we can share their stories. Together, we can help our home state thrive. Together, we are Louisiana loyal. Always.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
It's no secret. The best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. And don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown Baton Rouge.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you were born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
All right, let's say ah.
Super.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
A lot of our turnovers are live ball turnovers. And anytime you turn the ball over and you just give it to them, they're getting dunks and threes. And with a team like this, we have to value possessions. And I just didn't think we did a good enough job of valuing the basketball down the stretch.
Pelicans had 18 turnovers in the overtime loss to the Jazz. Some drama at the end of the game. Pels were trailing by 3, and then Trey Murphy hit a 3 with about 2 seconds to go to tie it and send it to overtime. By the way, here's how it sounded with Graf on the call.
Got to get it in. Chest it to CJ. Curl 3, top of the key, high off the heel. Back tapped out to Devontae. Shot clock at 6. Get it to Z. Extra pass, Trey, right corner 3. Got it! With 2 seconds left in the ball game. Murphy's corner is wide open in Salt Lake City.
Unfortunately, that's as good as it would get for New Orleans. Utah never trailed in the extra period, and they win at 132-129. So all of the excitement last weekend, sweeping the Suns in those 2 games at home. Now you go to Utah, a team that you've kind of struggled with now. Interestingly enough, Utah, like in the 2 games the Pelicans played there, completely different aesthetics. The game on, it would have been Tuesday, they were wearing the black uniforms with like the highlighter yellow. And then yesterday, which I don't get that, by the way.
Those uniforms are terrible.
It's awful.
They're plain. They're terrible.
It looks like a rec league uniform.
Like an intramural team's uniform.
Yeah, it's really bad. And it just says Utah in like highlighter yellow. And then they completely changed the floor and everything for last night. They went with the Karl Malone Jazz uniforms. With the purple uniform with the Rocky Mountains and the Jazz and whatever. Aesthetically, a very weird game. Much better last night than it was on Tuesday. But in any event, you lose those 2 games. Now tomorrow you head to Phoenix. And you play the Suns, who are aching for a little get back after what the Pels did to them in New Orleans last weekend. But you got to flush these 2, man, because you have a great opportunity tomorrow. A great opportunity with the game in Phoenix, because if you were able to beat the Suns in Phoenix, you win the season series. So if you fast forward 4 months, you're looking at tiebreaker scenarios. That matters if you win the season series against Phoenix. So. Not just to break this 2-game losing streak, but to get a win over one of the best teams in the Western Conference, and to win the season series against Phoenix. This is the last game. This is the 4th game. It's the last game between the Pels and the Suns in the regular season. So really good opportunity for New Orleans tomorrow there in Phoenix. And what is a really busy weekend, of course. The Saints and the Falcons play on Sunday. LSU basketball plays Winthrop tomorrow. You got the Pels at Phoenix tomorrow. You got 8 bowl games this weekend, 3 NFL games Saturday, your full slate on Sunday. So it's a really good weekend to kick your feet up, grab a cold beverage or whatever it is, and enjoy a lot of sports this weekend. All right, it's After Further Review. We're brought to you by GMFS Mortgage, gmfsmortgage.com. I don't know if you saw, but earlier this week the Fed, they ticked up interest rates again by 0.5 point. And while that's certainly newsworthy, what's maybe even more newsworthy is that they're projecting you won't see those historically low rates again until 2024 or possibly even 2025. So, and they're anticipating rates to continue going higher. So if you're thinking you might want to, you're thinking about buying a home or moving or refi, whatever, and you're like, oh, I'll wait for rates to come back down, that could be another 2 to 3 years. So in some respects, it could be even better to buy now before rates go even higher, and then when they go lower, you can refi. But have that conversation with a local loan officer at GMFS Mortgage, gmfsmortgage.com. Maybe a cash-out refinance is what you're looking for. Take some of your home's equity as cash and do that home improvement project, whatever it may be. Let a local loan officer from GMFS Mortgage help. gmfsmortgage.com, changing lives. Okay, do it every day about this time. Let's go around the SEC.
Around the SEC, presented by Gulf Coast Office Products, excellence in imaging solutions. The Tennessee Volunteers.
Offensive lineman Darnell Wright has declared for the 2023 draft, but says he will play in the Orange Bowl. Wright, when he plays in the Orange Bowl, that he'll be making his 42nd career start for the Vols. Of course, Tennessee playing Clemson in the Orange Bowl December the 30th. Wright is the third Vol to declare for the draft, joining Cedric Tillman and Jalen Hyatt.
The Arkansas Razorbacks.
Jalen Catalon, redshirt junior safety, Sam Pittman said, will be entering the transfer portal. Catalon was a four-star recruit in 2019. He was first-team All-SEC in 2020. His 2021 season was cut short due to a shoulder surgery, and then he got another shoulder injury this season. But Jalen Catalon, one of the real leaders of that Arkansas secondary, looks like he's going to be playing his final season of college football elsewhere.
The Kentucky Wildcats.
Keonta Goodwin has entered the transfer portal. When he signed with Kentucky a year ago, he was the 38th best prospect in the country and the 6th best offensive tackle, but played primarily as an extra blocker on special teams this year, played in 11 games for Kentucky. Goodwin becomes the 11th Wildcat to enter the transfer portal.
The Ole Miss Rebels.
Ole Miss landed its first player from the transfer portal for the 2023 cycle, linebacker Jeremiah Jean-Baptiste. I did look it up to see if he was Stanley Jean-Baptiste's brother and could not find him. I don't know. There is another Jean-Baptiste who's playing at Ohio State, and they are brothers. But I don't know if Stanley Jean-Baptiste is the old. I looked. Oddly enough, I couldn't find his bio on the UCF website. Anyway, Jeremiah Jean-Baptiste entered the portal after spending his career at Central Florida, where he played 4 seasons. He'll have 1 year of eligibility remaining. He'll play it in Oxford. 6'2", 220-pound linebacker. He was a 3-star when he signed with UCF. He's the 13th commit for Ole Miss's 2023 class.
The Auburn Tigers.
Christian Robinson, no longer the linebackers coach and defensive run game coordinator at Auburn. Brian Harsin hired Robinson in January after Robinson spent 4 seasons at Florida as linebackers coach. Hugh Freeze not retaining Robinson. Some good news on the defensive side for Auburn. Defensive lineman Zykevius Walker removing his name from the transfer portal. He expects to remain on the Plains. 6'4", 300-pound defensive lineman signed back in 2020. Entered the portal back in October after a preseason knee injury hampered his chances of playing.
The Mississippi State Bulldogs.
And Zach Arnett has secured his first class of 2023 commitment since being announced as the permanent head coach on Thursday. Cornerback Luke Evans, former Cincinnati commit, flipped to Mississippi State Thursday night. Evans is a 3-star prospect out of the state of Florida. He's the 51st best cornerback in the country. All right, there you have it. That is Around the SEC, presented by Gulf Coast Office Products. Shout out to our guy Trey Beal and our friends at Gulf Coast Office Products online, gcopnet.com, gcopnet.com for Gulf Coast Office Products. Face-to-face sales, service after the sale, that's what you get at Gulf Coast Office Products. Baton Rouge, New Orleans, North Shore, and Lafayette, the official office equipment provider of the New Orleans Saints, the New Orleans Pelicans, the LSU Tigers, and the ULL Ragin' Cajuns. All right, that's after further review. Glad to have you aboard with us. It has been a minute since Theriot was here, because we had Thanksgiving. The Friday after Thanksgiving, he was not here. The next week, we were in Atlanta, and then last week, he was in New Orleans for the Dunham State Championship game. So it's been 4 weeks since we've had Riot Radio. And drink it in, because we got this week, and then next week, and then I'm off the following week. So you'll have 2 Riot Radios, and then after the new year, we'll be back on track. But anyway, Theriot's coming up in about 15 minutes from right now. Looking forward to having him here. Get your fill of Ryan's letter, kick rocks, all that good stuff. And I do want to ask Ryan about Connor Griffin, who we told you about yesterday. The number 1 player for the class of 2024. He was originally a 2025 baseball prospect, reclassified, 6'4", 195. He can pitch, play short, play outfield. Told you about him yesterday, and he did, in fact, pick the Tigers yesterday even. So I want to get Theriot's thoughts on that coming up next hour as well. So a lot to do. Glad to have you here on Friday edition of AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. We'll have some fun with Riot Radio Hour in about 15 minutes. Don't you move.
AFR.
Get Gordon and get it done. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. course, I love telling you about how Gordon and the charitable arm of Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys gives back to the state of Louisiana. Community partners as they've been for more than 30 years. And Gordon gives, did their bike giveaway here over the last week, plus 500 bikes to less fortunate children around the state of Louisiana. And, of course, Kim Mulkey joined the G team last week as well. So an awesome way for Kim Mulkey to kick off her partnership as part of the G team, joining Gordon by giving back with the bike giveaway this holiday season. You know what to do. Get Gordon and get it done. If you've been injured in an accident and it's not your fault, call Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys, who have been serving injured people in Louisiana for more than 3 decades now. It's Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys all over the state of Louisiana. 888-8888 or getgordon.com. Get Gordon. Get it done.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
I'm Chris Nakamoto, and here's what I'm working on for my stories on WBRZ Channel 2 tonight. Governor John Bel Edwards is weighing in today after a grand jury in North Louisiana indicted 4 state troopers on felony charges tied to Ronald Green's death. The governor says the manner in which Mr. Green died was criminal and hopes the jury's decision brings some measure of peace to Mr. Green's family. Tonight we'll have more reaction on the historic indictments. I'm Chris Nakamoto from WBRZ. Watch more tonight on WBRZ Channel 2.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications, the powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution, a network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ETEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
All right, wrapping up hour number 1. Muse will do Tigers in the pros here in just a second. The news, I'm looking up at ESPN in studio, and they're at halftime of what's the bowl game right now? I know it's Troy.
The Cure Bowl.
The Cure Bowl. Wonderful. I do have a play on Troy because seemingly every sharp bettor that was on Ott's show this week all had Troy, and I got them +3. So what's the score in that game? Do we know? I'll check it later. And they're talking about Will Anderson returning to play in the bowl game. Apparently Will Anderson and Bryce Young are both going to play in the Sugar Bowl. Are we celebrating this? I'm serious. Like I don't. I'm kind of at a little bit of a tough spot because I understand that as college football fans, a lot of people are sort of bemoaning the lack of importance of bowl games, but then, LSU's playing Purdue and none of you want to go. So, like, how much do you really care? Ask yourself that honestly. And then I look at it like this. If Bryce Young were my son, I'd probably tell him, hey, do what you want to do. Like, I'm not pushing you one way or another. That dude's got a 8-figure lottery ticket in his hand. Like, do you really want to play in the Sugar Bowl? You want to go play the game against Kansas State? And risk? But I wouldn't tell him absolutely don't do it, but I find it hard to criticize guys that are making decisions for their future. Maybe I'm a bit of an outlier on that, but I think too often the adults that watch and criticize the young people who opt out of bowl games are thinking selfishly about the result of their team's games, and it's not about anything other than that. You just selfishly want your team to win a game, and you're not really considering what it means, what playing in that game actually means, or what they're risking for the young person. More than anything, what it's showing you is it's exposing what the bowl season is, which it's just nothing but it's a money grab for a bunch of old dudes in ugly blazers. That's what it's always been. But they've force-fed this narrative down your throat forever about, the tradition and the history. Oh, yeah, the great grand tradition of the Cure Bowl. Give me a break. Now look, I'm going to watch because it's football. I'm just not going to criticize the dudes that choose not to play. All right, it's after further review. Muso, Tigers and the Pros.
Tigers and the Pros. They still bleed purple and gold. They're just really rich now. Presented by Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, where Baton Rouge gets engaged.
All right, we have another update in the saga that is Odell Beckham Jr.'s free agency.
Is this a saga? Would we classify it a saga?
Either that or circus. What's the better?
Is it a circus?
A little bit. Because it's just been a lot of waffling, Matt. Like, remember earlier this week, or even last week, he was going to be a Cowboy, and then he wasn't. They signed T.Y. Hilton, and the Bills weren't interested, and the Eagles shot down any rumor there. And then earlier this week, Jeremy Fowler from ESPN reported that Odell was likely to just sit out.
Yeah, just wasn't going to play.
And because he'd be the prize of the 23 free agent market and kind of wide receivers. That makes a little bit of sense. But yesterday, and it was reported today, Jerry Jones, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, spoke to USA Today Sports on the Record and said, quote, Odell's going to join us. There's a good chance he will, with the complete goal of getting ready for a playoff game or two, and then I'll look to the future, but most of it being about right now, end quote.
Good.
So I guess Odell Beckham Jr. is going to be a Dallas Cowboy. That was said yesterday. He still hasn't been signed. So I don't know, but that's the latest.
Okay. Go get him, Odell.
Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow made news today for off the football field reasons. Joe and his parents, Jimmy and Robin Burrow, are now founding partners of the Pro Volleyball Foundation. The league announced in a statement on Thursday that league will is scheduled to begin play in February of 2024.
Lee Feinswag sent me a text today that just said, ding, ding, ding.
Oh, that makes sense.
I had no idea the context of it, but that has to be it.
That has to be. Lee would be proud.
Yes.
Lee would be very proud. Joe Burrow.
I didn't reply to him, by the way.
Joe Burrow in a statement, quote, my family and I are thrilled to put our support behind this great opportunity for world-class volleyball athletes, end quote. He talked about achieving greatness and things of that nature, but we have to get to Tari Eason and the night that he had for the Houston Rockets in a losing effort versus the Miami Heat. Tari, 16 minutes off the bench, shot 2 of 7 from the floor. One of those 2 shots was a three-pointer. 5 points in all, 5 rebounds, and an assist. Did block a shot as well against the Rockets.
He's had a great start to the season.
He really has.
He's on a terrible team, but
yeah, they're awful.
But he's had
literally the worst team in the West.
He's individually had a great start to the season.
He's leading them in steals per game. He's played in let's see now, 28 games of the year. So
Go get him, Tari. It's awesome.
Great start to the rookie campaign for Tari Eason. That's Tigers in the Pros.
All right, presented by Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, LMFJ.com. That's LMFJ.com. It's not too late. I mean, we are 9 days away from Christmas, but it is not too late, gentlemen. If you're looking for that gift idea that's going to thrill her and make you a hero, you can never go wrong with a gift in the red box from Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. 2 locations in Baton Rouge, corporate in Bocage, and in the Mall of Louisiana. It's Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, online at lmfj.com. That's lmfj.com for Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. All right, it's after further review. Glad you're with us here on a Friday edition. It's not. I have to purge out of my brain saying football Friday edition because I guess technically is. I guess no, it's not. I mean, all of our football guests.
Saints?
Yeah.
Well,
no,
I
I
guess
get
that's
it.
true. Yeah. No
the Saints.
football guests.
The Saints aren't even. I mean,
they stink. Just say it.
Well, of course they stink. We said it all along. I mean, they stink. Not preseason, but I mean, I'm not shying away from saying they stink. I buried them a long time when they lost to Cincinnati and Arizona. The 2 games in 5 days, it was over. All right, Theriot next.
AFR.
AFR is brought to you by Michelli Weighing and Measurement. Michelli.com, Michelli.com. Online at Michelli.com. 75 years in business. That's Michelli Weighing and Measurement. They always say your partner for weighing and measurement equipment and services since 1947. Now, one of the things about Michelli that really sets them apart is the convenience. So let's say you have devices that need to be calibrated. What happens now a lot of times is companies will box them and ship them to some place for the calibration lab far away, and it'll take you weeks to have it sent, calibrated, and shipped back to you. Michelli's here. They'll just come by, pick it up, bring it back to their lab. They can calibrate on site if you need, and then they'll just return it to you. What takes weeks with other companies could take days with Michelli. It's all about making you more efficient. It's Michelli Weighing and Measurement. Online at Michelli.com. They're hiring. Hit the careers tab at Michelli.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has $10,000 off MSRP on all new 2022 Black Widow Jeep Gladiators in stock. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty and free delivery. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
Hi, I'm Brandon Landry, founder and CEO of Walk.
Hi, my name is Dr. Craig Green.
This is Ryan Theriot with HUDCORoofing.com.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. No matter how big your commercial roofing job, HUDCO can help.
My patients come to me because they trust that I can get the job done at a high level. Ryan Theriot and Richard Tilley have the same level of trust when it comes to roofing.
If you have a roofing issue, call HUDCO Roofing.
Give us a call, 364-1007, and we'll come to your house and give you a free inspection.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications. The powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution, a network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ETEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Auctioner.
Oh, hey, what's up? It's Big D and Bubba, 100.7 The Tiger Morning Show. We'd love for you to join us every weekday, 4 a.m. till 9 a.m.
Yeah, everything you want in a show. Country music. We got laughs. We got celebrity in-studio guests. We just need you.
Join us every weekday morning, 4 a.m. to 9 a.m., right where it all started.
That's right. Louisiana's country station, 100.7 The Tiger.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Doug Brown. Zach Wilson is the Jets' starting quarterback for Sunday's game against the Lions. Mike White has fractured ribs and was not cleared by team doctors. Jets head coach Robert Saleh.
This is going to be a great opportunity for Zach. When he was elevated to the number 2 quarterback, it was with the understanding that there's a strong possibility that he was going to play, and to prepare accordingly. He's gotten a vast majority of the first team reps.
Robert Saleh. Wilson will get back on the field after his benching and being inactive for the last 3 weeks. Russell Wilson is out for the Broncos Sunday against the Cardinals after a concussion. Brett Rippon will start. Seahawks wideout Tyler Lockett will have surgery on his broken hand. He hopes to play again in the regular season. Seattle is 7-7 and still in the playoff race. Brittany Griner posts on Instagram today how good it feels to be home and her gratitude to everyone who helped. Griner also says she intends to play for the Phoenix Mercury in 2023 when she hopes to thank everyone in person.
Coming up on Monday, the Packers still have an outside chance of making the playoffs, but will this be the last chance for Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay? We'll discuss that on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, Monday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, ESPN Radio and ESPN2.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios.
Let's ride.
Louisiana boy, yeah, they call him the Riot. Born and raised in the swamps, on the fight like a tiger. He going beast mode, baby, he a beast though. What you think he supposed to do? You picture better reload. Get the point.
After further review, the Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot.
Here comes Theriot. The throw, not in time. Scudero delivers and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
104.5, 104.9 ESPN Baton Rouge, 100.3 ESPN New Orleans.
This is legit, dude. Check me out. I got camo paint on my face.
Ryan Theriot hitless in 4 at-bats.
When it's 20 degrees, Matt, and you're sitting in a deer stand, it's freezing cold.
Okay,
you need a beanie on your head.
Our weekly visit with Ryan Theriot is brought to you by Bowie Outfitters. Bowie Outfitters, your home for everything outdoors.
Hour 2. Oh, what? What? Oh. I didn't hear what you said. Okay. Hour 2, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
You're a loser, Matt!
Shut up, kid. Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
Music. We're here. Glad you are as well. Make it a good one. Yo, bruh.
Hey, man.
It's been a minute.
I know. I missed you guys.
It's been a month.
I missed everything about this place. It's been a while.
Man, wait until you see 1 hour from right now the college football pick'em standings.
Oh, we're doing that still. That's still a thing?
Over. No, it's the final. It's the final. They're done.
Oh, I just gave up on it. I'm done. I was just done with it.
Yeah. Thanks for always, contributing what you're supposed to contribute to the show. There, sir.
Yeah, no, I'm off. Once you started cheating, I kind of checked out, but whatever.
I didn't cheat. Ever. Never cheat. Never cheated.
Not true.
Cheating would be like retroactively rigging things and changing scores. That'd be cheating. I never cheated. So what have you been doing for a month?
A lot of things have been going on.
Yeah?
It's super busy with work. That's just something that I definitely want to talk about. We'll do it in the second hour a little bit. But getting over here and just being back in this place makes me feel good. I mean, I come in, Muse was all pissed off, but it looks like
he's having a bad day.
But it looks like he's trying. Like he looks good. I like his outfit he's got going on. He looks good.
He's got a polo and a quarter zip. That's what and jeans. That's what and tennis shoes. That's what he wears every day.
He looks pro to me, Paulie.
Muse, are you wearing something different? I mean, I think that's how you look every day.
Yeah,
Is
this
it?
is it.
That's
yeah.
and a hat. That's literally what he wears every day.
Okay, well then he looks like crap. Paulie looks
Thanks,
great
Terry,
though.
I appreciate it.
I mean, I was trying to give you a compliment, dude. You don't have to take out your anger and aggression on me.
I appreciate the compliment, but then you took the compliment back.
Muse is
Yeah, it's
on
mine.
edge.
I got it now.
I mean, we started the show today, and like from jump, he's been a little on edge. He screwed up the first remote break from Hunt. We had a live read snafu early. Something what didn't have batteries a minute ago that you were throwing around?
The mouse.
The battery's dead. The mouse, so he was throwing that around. I said, Muse, take a deep breath.
Yeah,
It's all right.
You're good, bro.
We're gonna get through it.
Well, I tried to pay him a compliment, and then
Yeah,
but I'll say it's good.
I think it started. Yeah,
But don't take it out on me, though.
right,
You know
I
what I'm
got
saying?
you. Right. You trip out the block, and then it just ruins your. It's like when you wake up out of bed and you hit your shin on the edge of your bed.
Yeah.
And it just starts this negative spiral for the rest of your day. Like that's what happened to Muse at the start of the show today. But it's okay. He did great on Tigers in the pros.
Okay.
Did really good. And then he got all pissed off again, and then yelled at you.
Well, Paulie, it was good to see Paulie. I like his shoes. He looks good today. He looks like a real pro. The whole deal.
Paulie's kicks.
Paul's looking good. He's fired up. Central's got a new coach. They stole the coach from Catholic. Shout out to the Wildcats. I know you're feeling good.
Icy white kicks. How about that?
Feeling over there, Paulie. Just went and got him, bro. They just went and got that coach. They
Stole
said,
him away. They said, come on home.
They say, you know what? You don't need to coach at Catholic. You need to come out to Central. Y'all went and got him, bro. Attaboy, Paulie. NIL deal. What do we do?
Good luck to him.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Wildcats.
Thanks. Good luck winning without a roster full of college guys, but whatever.
Shout out to the Wildcats.
Wish him well. I really do. David Simmons is a great guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish him great things.
And Christmas is
and
right
I don't
around
know
the
who's
corner.
going to get hired by Catholic for anyone who asks.
Christmas is right around the corner.
Yeah, man. Next week.
Excited about that. Which leads me to my letter and something that that every year I think about this. I don't ever really talk about it a whole lot, but this year I'm probably gonna ruffle some feathers. It is what it is.
Okay.
Here we go. So here we go. It's
Let's do it.
Dear Christmas card people.
What do you mean?
So you guys know who you are. It's the ones that send out Christmas cards.
Oh, everybody? Like literally everybody except the Theriot family?
It's the people that send out now. Everybody does not send out Christmas cards.
Yes, they do. Literally everyone does except the Theriot.
That's not true. I appreciate the time and effort that you put into creating the perfect shot, or in some cases, shots of whatever it is that you choose to be on your card.
Uh-huh.
It must have been very difficult for you to get all 7 of your cats to look directly at the camera.
Mm-hmm. It is tough.
I'm not sure how y'all got all the elves on the shelf to make such a glorious holiday smile, but man, it's great. The trifold cards with multiple settings that plays Here Comes Santa Claus when you open it up, really good.
I've never seen
They're
one of
nice.
those. No,
Those are things.
No. I don't believe you.
Kerry Wood actually sent me one of those. Remember Kerry Wood picture?
Yeah. Well, Big Leaguer probably made $100 million singing Christmas cards.
Yeah, singing Christmas cards.
Not normal humans.
I'm not sure if it's a Photoshop or what, but it's amazing how y'all look so much better in the picture than you do in person. Shout out to you guys for putting your best foot forward.
Shout out to the iPhone and filters.
What's even cooler about Christmas cards is the fact that I can't open up my refrigerator without 20 of them falling on the ground.
Pantry in our house, by the way.
I love opening up cards where I have no idea who the people are. The random Christmas cards from an acquaintance, basically showing off how well their business is doing by taking pictures on the slopes in Aspen is really nice.
Mac Chuili. I know what you were doing there.
Yeah, he does that. He did that. He's that guy. Hell, I even got a Christmas card from some dude running for political office the other day. I'm not voting for you. I don't even know who you are, but yet you took the time out of your day to send me a Christmas card.
Nice.
And that's awesome. That's nice. It's really good. It's really great. Actually, it's not, Matt. It's not good. Not awesome. See, what y'all don't know is I really don't care to see your family on a Christmas card. And I know that you don't care to wish me a Merry Christmas either. It's actually a humble brag or a competition. People with too much time on their hands have created this game where they try to get cards out the earliest. That's a thing. Then every year, y'all try to one-up one another. I've watched this for years now. First, it was the little music things. Then it was the Christmas lights. Then the ugly sweater thing started, where all the family wears ugly sweaters. And now you guys are doing pajamas in the picture. That's what I'm seeing is the PJs. Oh, yeah, no, I know. She's mad.
You know who just fired?
Yeah, she's mad.
No,
I know. I get it. I get it.
You were literally in the hall. You said,
Erica's going to
I'm
be
going to
pissed.
piss off Erica
I
on
know.
my letter. She just said, should I remove the Therios from our list?
I mean,
mailing out tomorrow.
Just keep listening. Just keep listening, okay? That's all I got to say, E-Rock. I know y'all think these pictures are so cute. I know that. And that people can't wait to receive the Christmas joy that you're spreading. But to be honest, I spend more time laughing and making fun of the pictures than anything.
Oh, no.
I do. I don't even notice the cute matching Frosty the Snowman shirts because I can't get past the fact that you've lost all your hair and that your kid looks like the mailman.
Oh, come on. That's not. Don't. No.
Oh, yeah.
Stop that.
That's what I do.
Stop that.
That's just what I do.
You stop that.
No, that's the truth.
I mean, I did lose all my hair. But I've known you for a long time.
I'm not specifically.
You shaved my head.
You think I'm talking specifically to you, and Erica thinks I'm talking to her. I'm not. I'm not talking specifically to anyone.
This feels like a target.
Do y'all not even look at these shots before mailing them out? It's almost like you want me to make fun of you. Honestly, that's how I feel. I had a friend the other day, Matt, call me to confirm my address. True story. Hey, man, you still live on da-da-da-da-da? I knew what he was getting at. And I purposely gave him the wrong address. That happened. See, some of you think that I'm the Grinch for this, but I'm actually doing you guys a favor. I'm being nice. I'm saving y'all from the embarrassment that will no doubt come along with me receiving your Christmas card. Can you just text me? Can you confirm my mailing? Your mailing?
Would you just confirm it for me when you get a second?
No, I'm not going to confirm.
I think I got it. The street that starts with a D?
No.
Still the street that starts with a D?
Donmore?
Not
Donmore.
Not Donmore.
Dalrymple.
No.
Next year, a simple Merry Christmas text works. All you guys have my phone number. Actually, scratch that. I want you to keep sending me the pictures because I really enjoy making fun of you guys. Merry Christmas, Ryan.
All right, it's after further review. I will let you know.
No offense.
No offense. You can't say no offense. With all due respect, that'd make it better. Yeah, I spent $120 on stamps yesterday. I got the text from Erica. Hey, would you mind picking up some stamps?
With the angels on them? Gotta have angels on the stamps.
The Christmas design stamps were limited. I think it might be Christmas trees. It doesn't matter. But yeah,
it's a waste of
I dropped 120 bones.
Totally
on
wasted the money. You wasted it.
Yesterday.
See, I think the Christmas
cards going in the mail tomorrow.
They're impersonable. Is that a word?
Impersonal.
They're impersonal.
Yes.
I think that. I want a call or a text. Like that means much more to me. Is what it is. No offense.
I don't know. Erica's gonna have a decision to make here.
Think of the trees that we can save. If you guys stop doing that.
Do you want us to scratch y'all off the Christmas card list?
If you guys stop doing that, if everybody stopped doing it, we could save the planet.
Should we scratch? Like, should Erica send you? Now Jonna texted the group. Oh, Jonna is mad at you, bro. She is mad at you. All right, there is hell to pay. Your wife is mad at you now. You know what? From now on, we're not sending a card to the Therios. We're sending a card to Jonna, Houston, Macy, and Jordan.
There you go. And they can open it up. They can be responsible for killing our planet.
It's AFR.
AFR.
Go get your Christmas tree at Clegg's and all your Christmas decor. I mean, when did you become a Grinch? Like you're
not the Grinch.
You're the guy who puts the reindeer.
I love Christmas.
The reindeer antlers on your windows and the wreath on the front of your truck.
I'm not a Grinch.
How about you go get a poinsettia? Right there at Clegg's Nursery. Discounted Christmas trees. They've got them. So it's not too late. You can still go get that Christmas tree. It's discounted with the inventory left on the lot. And also, the Christmas decor is discounted as well. So think of it this way. Even if you're not going to put it up now, buy it now discounted. Save it for next year.
That's smart.
How about that?
That's smart.
Mm-hmm. Also, gift cards. If you need a gift for the hard-to-shop-for person on your list, if you got to do it yourselfer, Green Thumb or do it yourself, remember, Clegg's is partner with True Value Hardware
Yeah,
Store.
they got all kind of stuff.
They got tons of stuff at Clegg's. Get them a Clegg's gift card. 4 locations in the greater Baton Rouge area for more than 60 years. Buy local, shop local. Say nay to the Grinches like Theriot. Go see our friends at Clegg's Nursery.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off MSRP on a new 2022 Ford F-150, plus no payments for 90 days and 2.9% APR for 72 months. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
Louisiana. It's a place defined by culture, by pride, by passion, by people who do more than love this place. They celebrate it, elevate it, champion it. They are the individuals who embody what makes Louisiana great. The companies that make Louisiana a better place to work and live. The nonprofits leading transformational change in our communities. Champions of Louisiana are all around us, and LWCC is proud to celebrate them because we've always been Louisiana loyal, supporting the workers, the innovators, the change agents of this great place we call home. Who are the champions around you? Together, we can share their stories. Together, we can help our home state thrive. Together, we are Louisiana loyal. Always.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
It's no secret. The best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. And don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it's hammer time. 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 It's hammer time.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, the Riot Radio Hour with Ryan Theriot and Matt Moscona, presented by Bowie Outfitters.
All right, we're going to do Kick Rocks here in just a quick second. Big commitment for LSU baseball. Connor Griffin, number one player in the class for 2024. He picked the Tigers yesterday. You know what was really pro? In his commitment video, he had some highlights, like LSU highlights, and two of the LSU highlights were like old school throwback highlights. He had Doug Thompson throwing his glove in the air after the 97 national championship.
Iconic.
Definitely iconic. And then he also had the Warren Morris home run in his video. So, but he's from Mississippi. Do you think that was like a little hat tip? Look, here it is. Oh, this is where he picks LSU in the video. He pulls out like an LSU shirt. So it was a produced video, right? So he pulls out the LSU shirt to commit to LSU. And then they show Doug. It's the next frame. Oh, no, that's football. Never mind. And that's Mike the Tiger. And that's him with a boombox. And that's some LSU baseball stuff. And that's Jordan Thompson. And there's the boombox again. There it is. There's Duggar. You think...
I hope so.
You think that was intentional as a hat tip to his Mississippi brethren?
I hope so.
That'd be so cool. And then there's Warren Morris hitting the home run. What do you think about Connor Griffin?
He's a really good player, man. I mean, he's one of those guys, and I've been on him for a while now. He actually reclassified. He's supposed to be a 2025. So, but now, obviously up in the 2024 class, I think it was last year, and it's Houston's class. So I'm familiar with all those kids, and just coming through traction and being involved with youth baseball, you hear these stories about kids all the time, and then when you see them, I hate to say it, but when you see them, they're a little underwhelming. He's the opposite. When you see him in person, you go, oh man, like this is real. And I can remember watching Mikey Matuk as a young player, like high school age player, and going, man, this kid can play. Physical, understood the game, multi-sport kid. Same thing with Connor. The most impressive thing is when you watch a kid play basketball. I mean, he's like legit Showtime dunking on people, and so yeah, man, it's a big get for LSU. I'm excited, and now can we get him on campus, and I'm actually trying to get him on the show today.
He's 6'4", 195 he's in his second year in high school.
Yeah,
he's graduating next year, but he's 16.
Yeah, no, he's a guy. He's a legit, like, really.
It's like
Dylan Cruz,
Bryce Harper, Josh Hamilton, like that type of guy.
Dylan Cruz came here for the Marucci World Series, did the home run derby and all that stuff, and you watch him, you go, yeah, man, good. This kid's gonna play. He's gonna play pro ball. He's probably a big leaguer, and you just can kind of see it. But and I love Dylan, and he's a fabulous player.
He's going to be the first college player taken in the draft.
He's going to be the first college player taken in the draft.
He's awesome.
From a prospect standpoint, though, like physically, he ain't Connor Griffin. Connor Griffin is bigger, younger, and so it's going to be fun.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. If you disagree with Theriot, take it up with him. He'll probably tell you to kick rocks. Whenever you're ready.
It's now time to kick rocks with Ryan Theriot.
Kick rock.
Kick rocks.
NBA can kick rocks because they're so dang sensitive.
What are you looking at? Kick rocks.
As a matter of fact, the NFL can kick rocks too.
We've got rocks. You know what to do.
In that case, then Matt's going to have to kick rocks.
Now let's see if Ryan Theriot actually prepared for this week's segment.
I'm going to tell myself to kick rocks. Get on down the road and kick rocks.
I actually had a month to prepare for this segment.
You did. So I'm sure you have a litany of things. You must have a long, long list of kick rocks. I can't wait to hear this very long list of curated and cultivated kick rocks that you've been accumulating over the past month.
With perfect delivery, like whole deal. Actually, I don't have a lot. The first thing I have, though, is a hug. I do want to give a hug. I feel like the letter was a little negative.
Can I read John's text?
Sure. I don't care.
Now, Jonna said, holy crap, we're not going to get any cards now. I keep all of them from year to year.
That's a lie, but okay. Go ahead.
You called your wife a liar?
No, she's not a liar. She doesn't keep them from year. I throw them away. She may try to keep them, but I trash them.
Right. She said, I know what happened. We started sending Christmas cards when the kids were babies. We would just make them at Walgreens. Then we started receiving them from MLB families, and the cards would light up and sing. It was like, what the heck are we doing? A competition we did not want to be a part of. Then you had to hire a professional photographer.
Right.
So this is just Ryan being sassy. He actually tapes the cards up when they come in. Do you really?
No, I don't.
So you're saying, you're calling your wife a pathological liar.
No.
You're saying she lied 3 different times in that text chain.
No. In this twice, but in this scenario, she's not telling the whole truth. Not telling the whole truth.
Okay.
Yeah, not a liar, but not telling the whole truth in this scenario.
Okay.
Regardless, can I give a hug, please?
Sure, please.
I want to give a hug to the San Francisco Giants, my last team that I played for in 2012, the World Series champion San Francisco Giants in 2012, for getting back to the World Series in 2023. Not predicting a win, but I am going to say they will be back representing the National League in the World Series in 2023 with the addition of Carlos Correa at shortstop, moving Brandon Crawford over to third base. They gave Carlos Correa a 13-year, $350 million deal.
Right, 13 years. That's a good idea.
He's worth every penny. And they're going to be back. The Giants are back on the map. Shout out to the Giants and Will Clark and everybody else that's involved with that organization.
Can't wait to see 54-year-old Carlos Correa playing shortstop for the Giants.
Well, he'll move over to third.
Sure, that'll be
Crawford
awesome.
will retire. He'll move over to third. It'll work out perfect.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be awesome.
And a couple
because those decade-long contracts always work out really well.
But see, you're missing it. You're not going for the whole decade. They're just trying. They have a short window when he's at his best, when they have the pitch in and all that stuff, and then whatever.
And then you waste $150 million in the back end.
It's just money, Matt.
Ain't my money. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, they just
ain't my money.
Print more. There was some controversial roughing the passer calls this last week in the NFL. But it's been for a while now, and I don't know when this crap started, but I want to tell the roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah.
In general.
You're talking to the penalty.
The penalty itself, when the flag's thrown and roughing the passer is the call, I want that to kick rocks.
Okay.
Kick rocks.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't a football player, right? So I don't really care about protecting the quarterback and all that stuff. I think the game is centered around running the ball and scoring, getting past people, and then people tackling other people. And when you can't tackle that person, it's just not part of the game.
Yeah.
You can't tackle the guy anymore. You can't hit him. You can't hit him in the head. You can't hit him in the legs. Where can you hit him? You hit him too hard in the midsection, it's a penalty. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. That's the really hard part is like even a glancing scrape of the helmet, like any contact on the helmet, like 15 yards. Like, come on. Why are we? It's a little ridiculous.
That's it. You got one.
So you had one kick rock.
Two things. I didn't say I had two kick rocks.
One kick rock.
Things I want to talk about.
Had a month to prepare it. So today I was every day I drop off Drew at school. Can you take it down just a little bit? Every day I drop off Drew at school, and at St. Lillian Academy. They're the old Broadmoor Baptist, and then I usually go to work out at Traction, or I'm coming downtown. Either way, what I'll normally do is I'll go airline to 12 westbound, and then I'll hit that loop back to I-10.
Yeah.
Every day, that loop, it backs up for probably a half a mile, because on a 4-lane interstate highway, to go from I-12 to I-10 is 1 lane, and the loop is so significant that you have to slow to 25 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So during drive time, 4 lanes of traffic down to 1 lane at 25 miles an hour. What do you think is going to happen? It's going to back up for a half a freaking mile.
Yeah.
Whoever engineers this stuff, like, I'm not a smart person. Like, I'm not. I don't do math or science. I'm terrible at those things. I can barely put together a piece of furniture, like a chair that comes in a box and you have to put like 5 screws in. All right. My brain doesn't work well like that. That's just not what I do. But how in the hell can anybody that actually thinks about engineering something think that's a good idea? The infrastructure in this town is horrendous. And every day I live here, it pisses me off even more. The fact that our traffic is comparable with cities with 7, 10, 13 million people when we have 300,000 people, because our infrastructure is so awful, because the morons that run the show can't, like, for decades, can't get this right. It's unfathomable to me.
It's not.
It's unfathomable.
It's not fathomable.
Like, it's infuriating.
You know what I did today? You'll like this.
What did you do?
I went across the river to look at a job over there in Port Allen.
Yeah.
Had to come back.
Across the bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
That's what I did last year around this time.
Yeah, got 3 lanes merging into.
That's when I got in a wreck. I was at a dead stop on the bridge around noon on a Wednesday, just because, of course, and doing a pickup, never slow down, smashed me. Because people are at dead stops on the Mississippi River Bridge at noon, just because.
And the poor guy was probably just flabbergasted that it was dead stop at noon on the bridge. Not his fault.
I mean, it was his fault. He completely crushed me.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to knock out a quick break. I believe I've taken my love for my wife to a different standard.
Oh.
Totally new standard.
Okay.
I've set the bar for all men for your commitment to your spouse.
I want to hear this.
That's next. It's
AFR. It's a raving fan shout-out. Presented by Darren James & Associates, brokered by eXp Realty.
Buying or selling, commercial or residential, if you need a realtor, you need Darren James. Call the realtor that literally sells more homes than anyone. Call Darren James. 335-7666, 335-7666, or agent225.com. Here's what you don't do. You don't hire your cousin Carl, the realtor, just because he's your cousin Carl. And I'm sure Carl's a wonderful person. But is Carl on the Wall Street Journal's list of the top 1% of realtors in America?
Probably not.
Probably not. Darren James is. Darren has a list of buyers ready to buy exactly what you're selling. It's how he's able to get to closing tables faster, get you more money, to get you on with whatever is next in life. You need to sell your home, you need Darren James. Agent225.com.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you were born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications, the powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution, a network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ETEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644.
million. This one be the remix. Bad, savage life. Drops a million. Man, you already know what it is. You heard me? We still riding on chrome.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, The Riot Radio Hour with Ryan Theriot and Matt Moscona, presented by Bowie Outfitters.
All right. What is the, what would you say is the thing you've done in your life that has shown your greatest level of commitment and love for your spouse? What is that thing?
Ooh, man. That's a question.
Tough question.
Yeah.
What's the thing? What's the thing that you've done that says, you know what? You are my priority.
I retired from Major League Baseball.
Yeah. That was yours, huh?
Yeah. Top that.
Oh, that's like stepping over a rock.
Is it?
Considering what I just did or what I'm doing.
Okay. This is.
What do you think some other guys would say? I'm curious. Probably should have thrown that out there. Before we went to break, got some other people's answers.
I walked away from the largest salary in my career.
That's just money. It's money. You got money?
I walked away from a dream, lifelong dream.
Have you made money since? Did you get to spend more time with your kids? Get to spend more time with your wife?
I just said, I've been dreaming this dream since I was 5 years old, and it's now it's not time. It's not my time anymore. It's her time. And I took that dream and I wrapped it up in a nice little box and I put it away.
Yep.
And then I gave it to her.
With 2 championship rings, and you scored the winning run of the World Series as a walk-off.
Gave her my time, man.
Not bad. Yeah, not bad.
What do you got? Are you done here? Is this it? You retired?
No.
Is this your last show?
You kidding me? Who's going to pay for all her stuff?
That's true.
I don't have the line. I can't walk away.
Who's going to pay for the stamps on the Christmas card?
Didn't you just hear me say I spent $120 on stamps yesterday? You know my wife. Come on. So I snore. And apparently I snore so badly that it doesn't bother me.
No.
Like my snoring doesn't wake me up.
Mm.
Like, some people or they have apnea and they can't breathe, they wake up, they don't sleep well. I sleep fine.
Yeah.
I fall asleep on the way to the pillow. Head on the way to the pillow.
Boom, out.
And I wake up, next day. No problem. But snoring's been a problem, apparently.
For a while?
Oh, yes. And then Erica can't sleep. And then she's got to hit me and roll me over. And it's ongoing. She doesn't sleep well because of it. It's a problem. And so we've tried a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Tried one time she got this pillow thing that had me basically sleeping at a 45. I'm like, no, not doing
that. That ain't happening.
She got me this thing. We tried the Breathe Right strips.
I like those.
There was this thing. It was like a magnet thing that you put right here on your nose.
That seems real safe.
Flip it right there.
Like a bull ring?
Like a bull ring. But it was a magnet thing. But it was supposed to stop you from snoring.
Okay.
But here's the problem. It's just a little magnet. And as you move and sleep, inevitably, I'd always knock it. You'd find it at the foot of the bed, in the sheets the next day.
You got your nose pierced?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
You ever heard of hostage tape?
No. I've heard of duct tape.
Hostage tape is a product designed to make sure that you don't open your mouth when you sleep. You literally tape your mouth shut when you sleep.
Oh. This is a real thing.
This is a real thing, brother. So,
this sounds interesting. What else y'all got in that bedroom? You got some hostage tape?
Got hostage tape.
Jeez, E-Rock.
Handcuffs.
What we got going on over there?
So your boy, this week,
Mm-hmm.
has been using hostage tape.
Okay.
It's called hostage tape, bro. I literally am taping my mouth shut.
Can we get a picture of this?
While I sleep. I was going to bring it, but I was like, if I brought it, then I wouldn't be able to talk. Like, when I tell you, your mouth is taped shut. You can't yawn. You can't lick your lips. Yeah, I mean, your mouth is taped shut. And so the first night I did it.
What if your nose is stopped up? You die.
You don't think I'm worried about that?
Yeah.
Of course I'm worried about that.
What if your nose gets stopped up during the night while you're sleeping?
So I wear the breathe right strip and the hostage tape to make sure that I keep.
Oh, you're a mess in the bed.
Hey, man.
You wear a breathe right on your nose and tape on your mouth.
Look at this. Look at these pictures. This is pictures of men wearing hostage tape. Pull that up, Paulie. Look at that. I mean, your mouth is taped shut. So you don't breathe through your mouth. So you don't snore. So you just breathe through your nose.
That's scary, Matt.
I know.
You're doing that?
I'm doing that.
Does it work?
Of course it works. You can't open your mouth. So you just breathe through your nose. So the first night I did it, I asked.
See your lips. Are they messed up?
No, they're good. So the first night after I did it, I asked Eric, I was like, well, I mean, I wake up feeling like I just gave this extreme sacrifice. Like I was excited to wake up to hear her say, "Oh my God,
yeah.
You didn't snore.
Thank you so much."
Yeah, like I mean, I woke up almost like, you know, when you wake up and you're like on a vacation day and you wake up early or something you're anticipating.
Christmas morning.
You're excited about it. Like that's how I woke up. And she gave me no reaction whatsoever. And I didn't know this because, like, apparently she was coughing and stuff, so she went and slept, like, on the couch that night because she was coughing and didn't want to wake up Drew or whatever. So that night, I'm going to bed. I'm like, hey, I need to know if this works. Like, I am taping my mouth shut for you. Like, if this isn't a great life experience for you, then, like, I ain't doing this. It's like, it's that bad. I say, hey, my mouth is taped shut.
Yeah, let me tape your mouth shut.
Tape your mouth shut.
See how that works.
It's called hostage tape.
Right.
What do you think? Yeah. The next day, she was blown away.
Just
blown away.
Best night's sleep she's ever had. Good for her. Good for you. That's big, bro.
But now you know what happened tonight or last night. I woke up this morning and the hostage tape was on my hand. It's really sticky. But in my sleep, I pulled it off. And so it was stuck to my hand. I didn't know I did it, but I woke up and it was on my hand. But she must have been already asleep and didn't notice if I snored. So she was already asleep. So 4 nights now we've done it. Hostage tape.
How much do you pay for that stuff? And where did you hear about that?
Popped up on my Instagram.
What kind of websites are you searching?
Popped up on my Instagram feed. I mean, they're tapped. Everything's tapped. Like they know we talk about snoring. I mean, your phone's on. It's picking up all your conversations. You get targeted for ads and stuff like that. That's why. I mean, search the word snoring, then here comes 100 Instagram ads.
Could you just throw some masking tape or some packing tape on there, and with the same? I mean, I'm assuming the same thing would happen.
It's just stretchy and whatever, but I don't.
Can you breathe through it a little bit?
You can't open your mouth.
You can't open. That's right. You can't open your mouth. Your
mouth is. Yeah. So now I ask you. You basically retiring at 35. Is that harder than sleeping every night with your mouth taped shut?
No.
I'm so sorry you retired at 35 years old.
There's got to be a better solution. I don't like this.
33.
There's going to be a 33. There's going to be a lawsuit. Like, so this isn't good. I don't think this is safe.
This is the sacrifice. Do you think maybe she's doing it just to try to kill me? You think I'm worth more dead than I am alive? Maybe.
Future earnings. You're in a good spot right now.
All right, we're brought to you by DraftKings, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Pelly's back on the floor tomorrow night.
Let's go.
Tomorrow against the Suns.
I went to a Pelly's game.
You went?
I went to the Suns game, the 360 dunk game. I was there.
You were there?
I was there.
Last Friday?
I was there. 360 dunk, whole thing. Alley-oop when he caught it.
Wait. Oh, you went after the
walked
Dunham
right
game.
over.
You went from the Dunham game.
It was
to the
so
Pelicans.
good.
Wasn't it good? Do you love him now?
I'm in.
Are you in?
Jose is so good. The fans love
Listen
him.
to him. We got
The
a guy.
The fans love Jose. He could
When
run
they do the
for
Jose
mayor.
chant?
He could run
Oh,
for
yeah.
mayor. Like, he's the guy.
He's a guy. Anyway, so you can bet. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Make a $5 pregame moneyline bet on any NBA game. If it hits, they'll give you $150 in free bets. How about that? How about that? Unreal.
money.
Also, all throughout the month of December, they're going to be giving Pele fans a little more instead. I'm going to tell you about that starting on Monday.
Okay.
I mean, a really, really good one if you're a Pele fan. I mean, really.
I'm a
really
fan.
good.
I'm a fan.
Okay. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the promo code Baton Rouge. Same game parlays. 3 NFL games tomorrow. Full slate Sunday. College football all day tomorrow. Troy got the lead. Yeah. Let's go. I bet on my DraftKings app. Troy, so Otter's Band of Merry Handicappers had Troy, and that was a big. I shouldn't have been so exuberant. There's 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. It was a long way to go. I thought that was 2 minutes in the game. Oh no. I need to genuflect before the sports betting gods so they don't punish me.
Jinxes don't exist.
Jinxes don't, but sports betting gods do. I'm convinced of that.
That's fair. That's fair.
My goodness. Okay. The DraftKings Sportsbook, use that app. Hit the disclaimer, please. 21 and older, physically present in Louisiana, select parishes only. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Bonus issued as free bets. Eligibility and terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/basketball terms. Licensing partner Golden Nugget Lake Charles. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-426-2537. Okay, final break of hour number 2. When we come back, Ask Ryan. This is the first time we've done Ask Ryan in a month.
It's been a while.
A month. Everybody's got questions. You better believe it. Fire away. Email, tweet, text 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Ask Ryan next.
AFR.
Brought to you by Insurance Network of Louisiana. Give them a buzz, 293-0450, or log on to lainsurance.net, lainsurance.net. Better coverage for less money. Talking to Adam earlier this week, as a matter of fact. Look, so many Louisiana residents, because of Ida a year ago, have seen in the last year, 16 months, their insurance company leave the state.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people have been looking for a new homeowners insurance provider. If that's you, call Insurance Network of Louisiana, 293-0450. 293-0450 or lainsurance.net. They will search to find you better coverage for less money. There's really no situation that you can present that they haven't seen. And I know that's a double negative, and I apologize for that. But call Insurance Network of Louisiana. Let them shop independently for free to find you better coverage for less money. 293-0450, 293-0450, 293-0450, or online at lainsurance.net, lainsurance.net.
I'm Chris Nakamoto, and here's what I'm working on for my stories on WBRZ Channel 2 tonight. Governor John Bel Edwards is weighing in today after a grand jury in North Louisiana indicted 4 state troopers on felony charges tied to Ronald Green's death. The governor says the manner in which Mr. Green died was criminal and hopes the jury's decision brings some measure of peace to Mr. Green's family. Tonight we'll have more reaction on the historic indictments. I'm Chris Nakamoto from WBRZ. Watch more tonight on WBRZ Channel 2.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Thank you, Acadiana, for over 55 years of allowing Corval Toyota in Opelousas to take care of you and your automotive needs. Enjoy this holiday season with family and friends. From the Corval Toyota family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
A third of youth who grow up in foster care are homeless 18 months after aging out of care. But you can rewrite that story. Change a child's story. Become a volunteer today.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Auctioner.
Oh, hey, what's up? It's Big V and Bubba, 100.7 The Tiger Morning Show. We'd love for you to join us every weekday, 4 a.m. till 9 a.m.
Yeah, everything you want in a show. Country music. We got laughs. We got celebrity in-studio guests. We just need you.
Join us every weekday morning, 4 a.m. to 9 a.m., right where it all started.
That's right. Louisiana's country station, 100.7, The Tiger.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Light beer shouldn't taste like water. Miller Lite has more taste and only 90.
Yo, you know we going down in the studio, that 9-5 radio. Pump the party. Check it out. Can't go flip, get it. Pump the party. Listen me to get it. Pump the party.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
Nope. No. Yeah. No, maybe. Okay. All right, wrapping up hour number 2. We're brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Get you a gift card to Don Juan. Great stocking stuffer. Enjoy a fine premium cigar. Top shelf scotch. Bourbon. Craft cocktails. Craft beer. Great spot. TVs to watch the games. Don Juan Cigar Bar. All right, let's do some Ask Ryan. You know the drill. Get your questions in. You can ask Theriot anything about anything. You can email us. You can tweet us at Matt Moscona. You can jump in the Bayou Ford YouTube chat, or you can watch or text in the 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Lots of ways to get your question.
A lot of ways.
TK Ask Ryan. Who came first, Jerry Sullivan or the first Noel?
That was good. I love that. That was a really good one. Yeah. Probably the first Noel, but they were close.
Ask Ryan. What do Santa Claus and Jerry Sullivan have in common? Oh, not reading that one.
This is good.
Nope, not reading that one.
Huh?
Not reading that one.
I wanted to hear that. Will you tell me in the break?
Yes. I'm not reading that one. T-Bob would read it on air. I'm not.
Come on, keep the Jerry Sullivan stuff coming. I like that.
Ask Ryan. Does Musso set an alarm for 4:20 a.m., wakes up naturally, or just hasn't even gone to bed yet?
I'm kind of off Musso right now.
Why?
Because he's a bad attitude. I hadn't seen him in a month. I come in, he's grumpy, throwing stuff around.
I think you need a hug in the break. I think you two need to hug. A physical sign of affection would make you both feel better.
I don't know.
I think you need to look at each other in the eye, say that I love you, and give each other a hug.
I don't think so.
Derek Roussel asked Ryan, is LSU a basketball school, and can we still say boot up?
Oh, yeah. We're coming, baby. Yes, indeed, we're a basketball school.
This is in relation to the hostage tape conversation. What about a vasectomy? I'm sorry. Why is that a sacrifice?
I don't think that's a sacrifice.
That's not a sacrifice.
No, that's not a sacrifice.
Now you have removed the risk.
Exactly.
And opened the opportunity at any point.
Mm-hmm. That's actually a little selfish.
And you get a few days to just relax and do nothing and drink some beers and hang out and put a bag of peas on your nether region. Mm-hmm. Like, that ain't no sacrifice.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
No. Ask Jerry. Well, this is like he did like a song. Like, Jerry, did you know if Piccadilly is open on Christmas Day. Like Mary, Did You Know?
Mhm.
You know that song, Mary, Did You Know?
Yeah, I like that song. It's a good song.
Yeah, good song. Yeah, that wasn't very good.
I do like Piccadilly, though.
Randall, ask Ryan, would it be a disappointment if LSU baseball didn't win the Natty this year?
No. Because
What?
winning the Natty is very difficult.
I'll be disappointed.
I'll be disappointed if they don't get to Omaha. I think getting there is an accomplishment. Winning the whole thing.
If you get to Omaha and don't win, would you be disappointed?
Yeah, but the team wouldn't be a disappointment.
So it's just a question of semantics here that we're talking about, though. But the answer is yes. Of course you'd be disappointed if they don't win the national championship because this is a team capable of doing it. Not saying the team of the season would be a disappointment, but would you be disappointed? Of course you would be.
Yeah, okay.
If they get to Omaha a better question is, do you expect this team to be in Omaha? Would they fall short of their realistic expectation if they're not in Omaha?
Yes.
And the answer to that is yes.
Yes.
Absolutely, the answer to that is yes.
Yeah.
This will be the most talented baseball team in the country, and they should 100% be in Omaha. Now, Tennessee was the most talented team a year ago, and they gagged away a home super regional. So it's not given, but yes, that should be the expectation. All right, hour 3, our college pick'em recap.
Yes.
AFR.
How badly did I crush you? We'll find out next. You know what? If you want to look at those standings through a window, it'd have to be a really big window from Relief Windows. 288-8138. That's where you can call them. 288-8138, reliefwindows.com. Going to the Relief Windows Christmas party tomorrow.
Nice.
Looking forward to it tomorrow evening. Going to go see my friends Brandon and Adrian Holly and all the great people over at Relief Windows. 288-8138. Give them a call. Energy efficient replacement windows. You got some. I got some. Beautiful entry doors. Hardy plank, vinyl siding. They do it all over at Relief Windows. And the other thing that's worth mentioning again, they will never take $1 from you ever until they are finished with the work and you're thrilled. That's Relief Windows. 288-8138. Just a different customer service experience when you call Relief Windows. And Brandon Holly and the expectation and the standard that he has for everyone that puts on that logo. It's Relief Windows. 288-8138, reliefwindows.com. Reliefwindows.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has $10,000 off MSRP on all new 2022 Black Widow Jeep Gladiators in stock. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty and free delivery. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
We get it done with strength, commitment, dedication, grit.
We get it done with passion for our fans
and love for our community.
We are the Tigers.
Get it done.
Let the values of the purple and gold be in your starting lineup this season. And as always, get it done.
Louisiana. It's a place defined by culture, by pride, by passion, by people who do more than love this place. They celebrate it, elevate it, champion it. They are the individuals who embody what makes Louisiana great. The companies that make Louisiana a better place to work and live. The nonprofits leading transformational change in our communities. Champions of Louisiana are all around us, and LWCC is proud to celebrate them because we've always been Louisiana loyal, supporting the workers, the innovators, the change agents of this great place we call home. Who are the champions around you? Together, we can share their stories. Together, we can help our home state thrive. Together, we are Louisiana loyal. Always.
Service Mastery Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact Service Mastery Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. Service Mastery Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Doug Brown. Broncos quarterback Russell Wilson is out for Sunday's game against the Cardinals, even though he's now out of concussion protocol. Brett Rippon will start. Jets team doctors will not clear quarterback Mike White for Sunday's game against the Lions with fractured ribs. That means Zach Wilson gets the start after being inactive for 3 weeks. Bowl season underway today. Right now on ESPN in the Duluth Trading Cure Bowl. Early fourth quarter, Troy leads UT San Antonio 15-12. Earlier, the hometown Lenders Bahamas Bowl, UAB ball with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll run with Jermaine Brown Jr. in the backfield. Dylan Hopkins is in the shotgun. 2 tight ends coming near side left. Hopkins hands off Brown. Brown's going to waltz into the end zone for the touchdown. Jermaine Brown Jr., the 12-yard run, his second of the game. UAB's back in front.
Kevin Winter on ESPN Radio. UAB wins it 24-20. Pistons guard Cade Cunningham had surgery today for a stress fracture in his leg. He'll miss the rest of the season.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios.
That's right. You can't handle the
Riot Radio Hour.
Let's do that again.
Please, sir. I want some more.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Well, let's start the insanity. Giddy up.
ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
Hour 3 off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
This is Shaq O'Neal, and I hate Matt.
All O'Neal.
They're chanting Paul O'Neal's name.
Muso. We're here. Glad you are as well. 5 o'clock quitting time. Glad you're driving home with us, but let's be honest. Ain't none of y'all working right now anyway.
Nope.
You walk through this building?
Nobody's here.
Anybody let you in?
Nope.
Who let you in, by the way?
Some lady.
Okay.
I said, thank you. She said, well, I actually wasn't coming down to let you in. I was coming down to let somebody else in.
Oh, well,
thanks
you.
anyway.
That's convenient. Yes, wonderful that you're here. And thank you for letting me in the building. Yeah, ain't nobody here.
No, everybody stopped working today at about 11.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
Is it just because, I mean, like,
No,
we were
it's-
talking about it when we
it's
came
every
in
Friday.
here. But is it every Friday or is it because we're close to the holiday?
No.
Because, like, next Friday would be the day when I expect, nobody to be working. Christmas Eve is Saturday, Christmas Day is Sunday. I would expect next Friday. And then everyone's off on Monday. I would expect no one will be here on Friday.
The traffic was so bad because it's Friday, and everybody stops working at 11 o'clock on Friday in Baton Rouge.
Weird. So a little programming update?
Yeah, we got a guest in the 5:15 block here. Connor Griffin's going to join us before his basketball game tonight over there for Jackson Prep in in Mississippi.
All right, Connor Griffin.
Yeah, fired up about that.
Number one baseball prospect in the country for next year's class, committed to LSU last night. So we'll talk to Connor Griffin. Can I ask him, if he thinks he's comparable to Bryce Harper and Josh Hamilton and those guys?
Sure, you can ask him whatever you want. It's your show.
Well, I understand that, but you have the relationship there, I guess, with his dad, or you just reached out, or have you never met him?
I've never met him.
Oh, you never met him? Okay.
No, I just DM'd him.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we can ask him whatever we want to ask him.
You know what's interesting?
I'm gonna compare. We'll ask him who he comps to.
You know what's interesting there? So you just did that legwork there.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great. If only you put in that kind of legwork for our college football pick'em contest.
See what you did there.
We got our little. Do we have a little college football pick'em contest music there? If we could.
He's not having a good day today. He's not. No, but you can't be great every day.
We weren't picking games. I mean,
we talked about it though.
No, we didn't.
And going over it, yeah. And I said Matt was a cheater, and
it's on the rundown.
It's on the rundown.
It's on the rundown. It says right there.
Can't be perfect. Everybody makes mistakes.
CFB Pick'em Review. It says it right there.
Not that you were doing the picks when we play the music.
What music do we play in this segment every week?
But we're not doing the same segment.
Yeah, it says College Football Pick'em
Review.
Yeah, College Football Pick'em thing that we do. I know, man. He's just having an off day.
It happens.
I mean, I told you, it's like when he got out of bed and he stubbed his toe on the bed and it just sent the rest of it.
Which is, look, it's perfectly fine. Everybody is allowed to have those type of days. But here's my thing.
Yeah.
Don't take the crap out on me. You know what I'm saying?
I think you two didn't hug in the break. I want you to walk over there right now and give him a hug.
I'm still a little heated with him.
So are you okay?
Don't do that.
I need to.
Why are you two at odds?
I didn't do it. I walked in. I told him hello. I told him he looked great.
You
then I get attitude. It's like I don't know. He was firing the mouse around, and
he did. Yeah.
There was batteries flying by my head when I walked in the place.
Yeah,
he's mumbling cuss words. The mouse is flying.
That was happening. Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with this dude?
You came in studio for the first time in a month, and there was some negative energy.
I just wanted to tell the guy hello. I like Muse. You know that.
Yeah.
But I don't like him right now.
Ooh.
I don't like his attitude at all.
Muse, I think we need to talk this out.
We have a good love for baseball,
Yes.
whole thing. Like, I like him. I'll text him, but Muse is just right around. I'll text him during baseball season just out of the blue and ask him what he thinks on stuff. Like, I think we have a friendship there. I thought we did have a friendship.
You thought? Maybe not?
Maybe not.
Muse, anything you want to say?
Not really, no. Not particularly.
Boy, he
at the
just
moment.
put up that wall.
The apology works for me.
He put up.
You know
that,
what I mean?
He put up that brick wall.
He did, but like when people say, you know what, I probably messed up a little bit.
No.
I'm not one to like hold grudges. I'm at that moment.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's forgiven
for me.
If there's some sincerity there, yeah.
I'm good. Because I don't expect everybody to be perfect.
Yeah. Okay. All right, well, let's. Speaking of not being perfect, let's take a look at these standings for the year. All right, so every year we do our college football pick'em contest. Theriot did absolutely nothing to bring us guest pickers, which was so good a few years ago. When we had like Bo Jackson. Who do we have? Barkley and Carl Malone and Darius Rucker and Evander Holyfield. I mean, we had dudes.
Yeah.
And this year, our celebrity guest picker standings. It's Erica 3 times. Your partner attraction, Mac Chiwilli. Ricky Weeks was here the week of the Southern game. Bear Bailey, the Instagram or the TikTok singer influencer.
Who you got him.
Who I got.
Yeah.
And then T-Bob.
Yeah, you got him too.
I think T-Bob was here the Tennessee week because we talked a lot about him snapping the ball and all that stuff.
It was a bad year for me.
That's terrible. By the way, so Erica and Mac tied with 6-1 with the best. Erica in week 7, Mac in week 12, 6-1 with the best record. For the season, Matty Moe went 61-22, a win percentage of .735. Mr. The Riot 42-41. Okay. A nose above 500 at 506. So yet again,
Winning year.
I crushed you.
Winning year. I'm happy with where I'm at.
Are you?
I mean, if you had the juice in there, I probably broke even. You know what I mean?
That's probably true. What about if you had a 735 winning percentage like your boy?
You did well. You made some money. Good job. I mean, you knew the games, you researched it, and all that. Of course you should win.
You know what?
You sit up here and talk sports all day long.
Yet again. Hold on. Paulie, do me a favor. Do you still have the MLB season pick standings somewhere? See if you can find that if you have it. If you have it, that would be great. You know that when we pick these games, there are no misgivings. We are picking the biggest games. It's like ranked on ranked matchups, close, but like that's what we're picking every week. Ain't no guesswork in here. I'm not picking obscure games.
Except for the week when you picked like the biggest spreads and
No, that never happened. When you were gone, Muso picked the games. So you couldn't pin that on me. Muso picked the games, and I gave answers to them. I picked winners. All right. So speaking of, well, Utah college football, blee, 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 blee. Let's remind everybody what all of our preseason MLB picks were this year. Let's see. Mr. The Riot had the Yankees and the Braves in the World Series. Nice job. The same exact pick that I had.
No, I had the Braves and the Yankees. You had the Yankees and the Braves.
Oh, I see. You had winner loser. Either way. You had the Braves winning the World Series. Your division champions? Huh. Did you get any of them right? 2?
What are you trying to say here?
My point is, we did this. You talk baseball all the
No,
time.
I don't.
You know baseball. You watch baseball all the time.
I don't
you
watch
watch
baseball all the time. No, I
tonight. You
don't.
watch MLB Network. Yes,
I don't watch
you do.
any- no, I don't.
You lock into that a ton. Yes, you do. I watch the Yankees. That's what I watch.
I don't watch any of that. I don't.
Liar.
I'm don't. You know more about
You're
it than
just
I do.
you're being disingenuous.
I just picked.
Yeah, Troy got a field goal. Yeah. Muse, we're up 6 with 7 minutes to play, and we're catching a field goal.
It's a good spot to be.
Watch this right here. Watch this.
7 minutes to go.
Watch him run into the sideline reporter. Hold on.
Oh, he's out of bounds. Oh, he dropped it.
He crushed this guy. Oh, they didn't show it.
Was that 4th down?
3rd down.
Huh?
3rd down.
No, it couldn't have been. Why are they going to commercial then? All right. Thank you. I crushed Theriot on the Pick'em again this year. Fired up for it.
Good job.
Oh, yeah. How about next year you try a little harder so you don't get embarrassed like that?
I'll start setting up pickers now.
You should. Why not? You know the schedule. Start doing it. It was really good the year that we had like that pick. Randy Moss. Good stuff, man. Remember I played Outcast? Glitter, glisten, gloss, floss. I catch up here running like Randy Moss. It was awesome.
It was good.
All right.
You did a good job.
Connor Griffin, the #1 baseball player in the country for 2025, who committed to LSU yesterday. He will join us next on AFR.
AFR.
Ooh, have you been to the Baton Rouge General yet for the holiday lights?
No.
Are you not familiar?
I mean, I've seen them, but I haven't like walked it.
You can walk
Do I need to walk it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Baton Rouge General, holiday lights, right there on Bluebonnet. You turn off the Bluebonnet onto Bacardi, and it's the field right there. You can see it from Bluebonnet. You can see it from Bluebonnet. It's lit up. It lights up the night sky. It's like Vegas, like the Las Vegas Strip.
It's like the Strip, just like it.
Not exactly, but it is the holiday lights, and it's complimentary. Anybody, take the kids, walk through there, enjoy the holiday season, get a cup of coffee or some hot cocoa.
Yeah, I like hot cocoa.
Do you call it hot cocoa or hot chocolate?
Chocolate.
What's the difference?
Nothing.
Okay. Why do some people say cocoa and some people say chocolate?
It's cocoa around the holidays.
Just because you want to say, I want some hot cocoa. Because it sounds better.
Mhm.
Then like when you're at the ball game, like, hey, give me some hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got it. Holiday lights at the Baton Rouge General. Learn more at brgeneral.org. Get all the info right there at brgeneral.org for the Baton Rouge General Hospital. brgeneral.org.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
We get it done with strength, commitment, dedication, grit.
We get it done with passion for our fans
and love for our community.
We are the Tigers.
Get it done.
Let the values of the purple and gold be in your starting lineup this season. And as always, get it done.
Nearly half of children in foster care drop out of school. But you can rewrite that story. Children and youth with CASA and GAL volunteers are more likely to succeed in school. Change a child's story. Become a volunteer today.
Thank you, Acadiana, for over 55 years of allowing Corval Toyota in Opelousas to take care of you and your automotive needs. Enjoy this holiday season with family and friends. From the Corval Toyota family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
It's no secret. The best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. And don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown Baton Rouge.
There's nothing better than tailgating, but it can be a lot of work. So why do it yourself when you don't have to? Let Revelry Sports and Entertainment set up your luxury tailgate on campus. Order what you want and just show up to party. Book your tailgate.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
All right, LSU baseball got fantastic news last night when the best player for the class of 2024 committed to Jay Johnson's squad. Connor Griffin out of Mississippi pledged to be a Tiger, and Connor Griffin's good enough to join us for a couple of minutes here on the show. Hey, man, congrats on your decision. Thanks for a couple of minutes, man. How are you?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys having me on. I'm doing great. Had an exciting day yesterday, and I'm pumped up.
Hey, man, why? I think there's kind of the obvious question at 16. Obviously, you're reclassified, but why did you go ahead and decide to make the decision and pull the trigger on LSU now?
Yeah, so I took all my visits that I wanted to take, and I took the time with my family to process the decision, and LSU just felt right. And when I felt right, I was ready to make the decision. I went with LSU just because of how great Jay Johnson is as a coach, and just the atmosphere LSU has and the track record Coach Johnson has of getting guys to the big leagues, and it's just a winning program at LSU, and I was ready to be a part of that.
So Jay's done a great job getting guys to the major leagues. You know, we see Chris Bryant doing his thing up there. What are some of the guys at LSU that you remember from your past that you look to when you think of iconic LSU players?
I definitely have to say Dylan Cruz and Dugas, all those guys, just really, really talented baseball players, and just seeing those guys just play like they do and just represent LSU like they do. Those are the two guys that I think about when I think of LSU baseball players that stand out.
Watching your commitment video, though, man, you got two old school highlights in there, man. You got Doug Thompson winning the Natty in '97 and Warren Morris's walk-off in 1996. I don't know if you – so who put the video together?
So I have a buddy that is a senior in high school down where I live, and he he's into making mixtapes and videos like that. And I asked him about the idea of making a commitment video for me for LSU, and he said he was pumped up to do it. And we did some filming, and then I let him put it together. So he put all those clips in, and I think it was really great.
Bro, so Doug Thompson, the guy in the purple jersey, getting the strikeout for the final. That's a dude from Biloxi, man. That's a Mississippi guy. A little hat tip to the sip for you, man.
Yes, sir.
How about
for
that?
Sure.
Hey, why are you like super smart? The fact that you can like skip a year of high school, because I wasn't that smart. Like, how does that even work?
Yeah, so I had to take some classes this summer to get ahead. I know how to take a history class, and that opened up some spots for 11th grade classes. So I'm kind of doubling up with 10th and 11th grade classes right now, and I'm a pretty good student, so I'm handling it pretty well. And you do have to be very responsible with just keeping up with all the stuff, all the work that you have to do. But it's been pretty great so far, so it's not been a problem.
Man, pretty good baseball player as well. But the crazy thing is, like, we're talking to you here. You got a basketball game here tonight in a little bit?
Yeah, who are we dunking on tonight? Who's getting to work?
Hey, but,
yeah, we got a game tonight at 8:00. So
who are the Patriots playing? Give it to me.
We play Simpson Academy.
Oh,
push over.
Yeah, we got those guys.
Got it.
Yeah.
They don't want the smoke.
How many dunks tonight for you, Connor? Come on.
I'm gonna try to go for 3.
All right, 3 big ones.
right.
We're gonna check out some highlights.
Hey, but seriously though, Connor, usually we see guys that, you know, when they reach the level that you have, I mean, one of the top prospects, like, you focus on baseball, but you're playing basketball and football as well. Why are you continuing to play all the sports?
So I actually gave up football this past year.
Okay.
So it's just basketball now, but you know, putting the baseball down for a little bit, it's not always the worst thing. And playing another sport like basketball, you're working on your athleticism and just using different muscles playing basketball that generate to the baseball field as well. So I feel like it just refreshes me mentally just to do something else for a little bit in the fall. And you know, I'm still working every day with the baseball team. I'm getting my hitting in, doing my throwing, whatever I need to get done, but I'm only doing that for about an hour, and then I go to basketball practice, and it just kind of gets me away from baseball for a little bit. But I see it as a really good thing for me.
Connor Griffin's with us, committed to LSU on Thursday, number 1 player in the country for 2024 is an LSU commit. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, Ryan.
What about NIL?
So I don't have any NIL deals.
Okay, do you
right
want
now.
some? Because I'm here to offer you your first 2 NIL deals
Okay,
live on air.
We got some action.
We got action.
Hey, wait,
yeah.
real quick. I don't know Mississippi high school, like in Louisiana, high school athletes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We
I
don't wanna
don't
get
know
in
about
trouble.
Mississippi. Do you know, Connor?
Right now, it's not legal for NIL
Okay,
for high
scratch
school.
that last.
Don't
Yeah.
say anything.
Yeah.
Don't
Scratch
say
that last
anything else.
statement.
All right, let's tread very lightly.
No
Don't want to
NIL
get
deals
anybody
for
in
you.
trouble. Like, you got to be careful with this stuff. But suffice to say, I think he's going to have a few opportunities.
he'll
if
be
he does.
good.
Hey, do a couple of things. When, like, I've talked to scouts about you and different coaches, and I mean, everyone says that they're like, man, this kid is Bryce Harper. He's Josh Hamilton. He's like a generational type prospect. You have to have heard that, but like, do you see yourself that way?
Those guys are very talented, and I still got a lot of work to get to where those guys are at. But I mean, I do kind of see what they're saying, but a lot of times I base my game off of watching Ronald Acuna from the Braves. That's my guy, and I just love the energy that he brings, and just being a young player, he's just exciting to watch, and I feel like I'm more of a Ronald Acuna type of player.
Connor, do you have look? I know you've pitched, you played short, you played in the outfield. Do you have a target, like a position where you think you're going to settle at the next level?
Definitely in the outfield.
Okay. Would you pitch also? Would you be a two-way guy?
Yeah, so I'm gonna always keep pitching with me, and just in case I need to fall back on it. But my main focus going to college is going to be playing outfield and getting developed as a hitter. But pitching is always going to be there as well. So I'm gonna continue to work at that and just make sure I have that just in case.
Man, you said going to college, and you know you're going to get this question from everybody. When you're a prospect like you are, a lot of guys like you never show up on a college campus. So it's look, it's probably unfair to ask you at 16 years old with so much time between now and when you have to make that decision. But, I mean, it's for a lot of guys, that's not a hard decision. What will ultimately go into that decision for you?
You know, right now the draft isn't guaranteed, and as I'm committed to LSU, that's the next step after high school. So right now I'm gonna focus on winning 2 more state championships with my high school team, and then focus on going to LSU. And then if the draft, if it comes like it's projected to come, and the stuff is there, that's going to be a different conversation. But right now I'm just playing baseball and just working as hard as I can just to be the best player I can be. So if I step on LSU's campus, I'm ready to go.
Hey man, when did you know? Like, do you remember thinking, "Damn, like I'm like really good. I'm like really better than everybody."
Yeah, I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah. So I'd probably say when I was about 12, I kind of started separating myself from everybody, and it was noticeable, like at the tournaments, just hitting balls over like 350-foot fields at 12 is unusual. But when that started happening, I kind of thought to myself, like, I actually have a good shot at going pretty far in the sport. And so I started really working hard and just being humble about it, because if you're not humble about it, then stuff can go the wrong way. And I just continue to work hard every day.
Your boy was hitting 350-foot bombs at 12 years old.
Yeah, I was fortunate to do that in the big leagues. Like I hit one like 370 at Wrigley one time and thought I was the guy.
They were PED testing you after that.
I was 30 years old. How many drug tests did you get after that, Connor?
None, but I'm sure people wanted to.
Now, let me say this though, real quick before we let you go. Being a former LSU Tiger, and then obviously playing in the major leagues as well, and win a national championship at LSU, I can say that to have a guy that's able to conduct himself the way you are during this interview is awesome, man. And we are super fired up in Baton Rouge to have the opportunity to get you down here and continue this great tradition of winning championships at LSU. So we're fired up to get you also.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate it. I feel really at peace with this decision, and I'm really excited just to take that next step after high school and come down to Baton Rouge and do some big things and try to win a lot of championships.
Hell yeah.
He's on Twitter at Connor Griffin 22. It's Connor with a K. Connor Griffin 22. You have Instagram? I'm sure you do. You got an IG as well. Same handle?
Yeah, same handle.
All right, same handle. So y'all go follow Connor. Go flood him with a lot of LSU love on Twitter and on IG. Hey, Connor, good luck in the basketball game tonight, man. Thanks for a couple of minutes today. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all guys having me on.
Okay,
awesome, man. Thank you.
Well. Connor Griffin, did you hear your boy say he was hitting 350-foot bombs
at 12?
At 12.
Yeah. He's a guy.
12.
Look, I mean, and you see kids, you'll get kids every once in a while that you're like, wow, but you don't see him continue to do that. And we're not saying he's 6'4". Like, we're not talking about a little bitty dude here.
He's 16 years old. Okay.
And Hamilton is the right comp, by the way, because he's big like that too.
6'4", he's about 195 as a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
He had to get an exemption to go to one of the showcase events, like the national showcase events, to play as a freshman against dudes that were junior, senior.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the best player at that showcase as a freshman. Like that's so it's not hyperbole. Like there are great players every year. There are guys that get drafted in the first round from high school every year. But it's not every year that Harper or Josh Hamilton, like a dude is that right. You see what I'm saying? Like, and when you look as a prospect, again, as a prospect, you look at the tools, the size, all of it. He's that guy.
We had this conversation earlier, and you know my thoughts on this, but I'm going to ask you because your answer when we were talking about this was great. Bryce Harper didn't go to college. Matter of fact, he went to JUCO as a senior in high school to get drafted.
Yeah, he did 1 year in JUCO, yeah.
Josh Hamilton's not going to college. Ken Griffey Jr.'s not going to college. These guys that we're talking about, transitional type players, aren't going to college. So what gives the fans in Baton Rouge and the listeners hope? You know what I mean?
Well, look, my reaction was the same reaction that everybody had. The same thing. Okay, well, he's never showing up.
Right.
Right? You're going to, when you look at, you know what slot values are. If you're going to be the first pick in the draft, you're going to be looking at 8 figures.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere right around $10 million, maybe a little less. And so, how does anybody pass on that? And I totally get it. But I do know this. You can't get him here if you don't sign him first.
Right.
And to have the opportunity to get him here, you got to sign him. And that's this process. You get him committed, you get him signed, and then you see what may happen in the process. And I think the biggest difference now compared to the guys you just mentioned, and it's not that big, and I'm not just talking NIL, but the biggest difference is guys can come to college, make NIL money, right? It's not going to be top 10 in the draft money, right? But make money. And in Connor Griffin's case, I'm here to tell you, he would be I'm not guessing, I'm telling you, I've had conversations when you look at his projected NIL value, he would make 7 figures at LSU.
Mm-hmm.
If he came here for 3 years, he would have that type of opportunity. Not $8 million, but could he creep up and hit $1 million in 3 years at LSU? Yes. So do you graduate high school at 17 and go ride a bus in the minors for 3 years? What's that life like?
That life sucks. Yeah.
And then do it as a 17-year-old. Or you could play 3 years of ball at LSU, fly private, stay in nice hotels, great facilities, 10,000 fans, meaningful games, win a championship. Your family's in Mississippi. They're right here. You can make money in NIL. And when you're done, you're still going to get that.
Maybe more.
Probably more as slot values increase.
Correct.
Right? So there's an argument to be made.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sitting here telling you the kid's showing up and he's passing on whatever that number's going to be whenever that day comes. But what I'm telling you is there's more of a chance, and especially, and I'll give a hat tip to Jay Johnson here, especially with that dude in your ear.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jay Johnson is just different, bro. Have you seen the class he's put together? Half of the top 10 of the country are committed to LSU. That's stupid. You get 1 or 2, you're it's got half of them. Jay is just, he is a maniacal worker.
Mm-hmm.
We've made that comp. He is the baseball version of Nick Saban. I know that you make those, I get it, Nick's the greatest ever, but I'm talking about the process, the recruiting ability, the maniacal way that he works. He's great, detail-oriented, and outworks everybody,
mm-hmm.
and out-recruits everybody. And so, you got Jay Johnson in his ear for the next 18 months. Let's see how that looks.
And I do know this recruiting process, LSU blew everybody out the water in the way Jay handled it.
I believe it. We did. We gotta grab a break. But anyway, he's impressive, man.
That was impressive.
Think about how many college athletes you talk to that aren't that polished.
Did you get the yeah, that didn't happen. That was good. Phone's been blowing up on how impressive he was.
He's great. He's great.
Yep.
He's great. And he can play too. 350-foot bombs at 12 years old.
At 12, Coach.
Oh, Coach. All right, it's AFR.
AFR.
We're brought to you by Rouse's, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Get to Rouse's.com, download the Rouse's app. Hey, next weekend is Christmas. I don't know if you know that. But Saturday's Christmas Eve, Sunday's Christmas Day. If you got family coming over, you can have your Christmas dinner, if you don't want to cook, no worries. At Rouse's, they say leave the fuss to us. the turkey, the ham, the main dish, all of the side dishes. Rouse's can do all of it. It is heat and eat Christmas dinner for as many people as you have. Go to the website, rouses.com, rouses.com. Maybe you're particular about how you fry your turkey. Cool. But you want to let someone else handle all the sides? It's a la carte. You want heat and eat that traditional dinner. You want the center plate, or if you want all the sides, the cornbread dressing, the green bean casserole, the sweet potato casserole, the rolls. It's all there for you. Rouses.com.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
My dad just really enjoyed his life, and he enjoyed smoking cigars and thought he was invincible. My stepdad quit smoking, and he really felt like he was in the clear. Sorry. I wish they would have been screened annually. It's not just you affect, it's your entire family.
For more information on Ochsner's free smoking cessation program and to see if you qualify for early lung screenings, visit ochsner.org/quit.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you're born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
All right, let's say ah.
Where'd my spotlight go?
Super weird.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
Hey, Muse.
Yeah.
Hey, typically, when we're doing radio, if you have to go, bathroom break, when we go to break, when would you normally leave the studio?
Right when we go to break.
Theriot walked out as the rejoin was starting.
He didn't. Look, man, nature calls sometimes, though.
Like, you were farting around on your phone, and you walked out as the rejoin was starting.
I haven't been here in a month. What do you want me to do?
I mean, but you've been doing. Do you realize you've been doing this for 10 years with me now? You retired after 12, right?
Yeah.
So 12. So I guess it would have been 2013 when you would come on and do like a segment. And then a segment became an hour during baseball season. And then you were like...
Yeah, the segment thing was dumb, too. Like, why would I just come in for 15 minutes?
But I think you did phone. We just started doing that. Yeah. And then it was like, and then you wanted to do an hour during baseball, which we did. And then there was the year where you went and did a thing at Alec Box with Cobble.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, like you would leave here and go there?
Mm-hmm. That was cool.
And then you didn't want to stop doing it for football season. Like you wanted to keep going.
Yeah. I had some momentum.
Yeah. So we did that, and then it got sold, and then you're like, hey, can we do another hour?
Yeah.
And then you're like, hey, can I just be your permanent co-host?
Can I
be here every day?
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be here every day. Yeah. No, you don't.
I don't.
I know you don't. Tell people that all the time. Yeah. I think a lot of people don't realize, like, when you consume radio, the average commute's about 20 minutes, right? So you get it in bits and pieces when you want to, like, when you host the show, you're here for 3 hours in the chair every day. And if you stop talking, there's dead air. Anyway, this will tell you don't want to be here. Saints going to beat the Falcons?
Who cares?
I do.
I don't. No, I hope they don't. I hope they just.
What are you pulling for?
I want the Falcons to win.
No, I mean, okay, so you're not a Falcons fan. So why do you want the Falcons to win? That's what I mean. Like, what are you wanting to happen here as a result?
I need everything well, not everything, because I do think there's a few good things over there, but I need some changes. We need changes at the top. Obviously, the quarterback experiment didn't work. So we need some major changes. And I think in order for that to happen, I would like to see a few more losses.
Well, Andy Dalton, is that what you're referring to as the quarterback experiment?
Yeah, but
because he was never going to be the guy.
He was going to be the answer, but I mean, whatever.
So listen, I'll never cheer against my team, and especially when they're playing Atlanta. So look, if the only way that I could ever even feel better about a loss is if the loss somehow helped. For example, if you were competing for a higher draft pick and you were eliminated from the playoffs and losing increased your chance of a better pick, then I could be like, okay. But I still would always cheer for my team. So, yes, I want the Saints to win on Sunday. What I don't want is for the result of that game to be some type of determining factor into what the Saints choose to do this offseason. Because whatever happens on Sunday or the next 3 Sundays is wholly irrelevant to the future of the organization because they're bad. Dennis Allen's not a good head coach. He's a great defensive coordinator. He's a very likable guy, but we've seen this now. And I've been asked the question, is 1 year really a big enough sample? Well, he's had more than 1 year. This is his second go-round. And the reason that you hired Dennis Allen primarily was to keep the band together. It was continuity. It was to keep this culture that you'd built, and it has eroded. It has eroded in less than a year. So the idea that you had in hiring Dennis Allen, which I was fine with, but you have to be equally quick to cut your losses when you realize something isn't going well, right? I mean, you're only exacerbating the problem if you bring him back and double down on whatever this strategy is, which is just not good. So, anyway, I want the Saints to win. I want them to win their next 4 games. That's what I want. I want them to turn the corner and be good. You win your next 4, hell, you might end up in the playoffs. I don't think it's going to happen, but that's what I'm pulling for. But realistically, I think the Saints should beat Atlanta on Sunday. You're facing a rookie quarterback making his first ever start. Rivalry game on the road, like the Saints defense should give Desmond Ridder fits. Should. And if we come in here on Monday and a rookie quarterback making his first career start lights up the Saints defense, brother, you got major issues. I mean, you already got issues. But I don't know how you come back from that. Because look, then you're going to Cleveland, then you're going to the Eagles, you're home against Carolina, who controls its own destiny, by the way, in the division. So, I mean, as bad as it is, it could spiral even further if you lose. I mean, if you lose on Sunday, I think you lose out.
Is there any truth to the Sean Payton chatter back to New Orleans?
Sure. I mean, Sean Payton on Russillo Pod yesterday said, there's a handful of organizations that he would go to because he wants to go somewhere where they have organizational structure and stability and management that's committed to winning and knows how to win. He has that in New Orleans. He knows that. Mickey Loomis is his best friend in football. So, yeah, the problem is the job ain't open.
I think the job's open.
I tell you what, man, I have a wager with a good friend, and it's not Mike Triplett, by the way, but who's on the Saints beat about if that's going to happen. Because I said that I think Dennis Allen will be replaced. I think these next 4 weeks are not going to go well, and ultimately they will replace him. But The people that are there every day on this beat do not think that Dennis Allen's going to be removed after 1 year. So if he's back, then the Sean Payton conversation isn't worth having. But would Sean Payton come back to New Orleans? Sure he would. I just don't know that the job's going to be open.
I mean, do they roll the dice on another year with Dennis Allen if Sean Payton's available, I think is the question. And the answer to that is absolutely not.
I would agree with you. All right, we're brought to you by HUDCO Roofing, HUDCOroofing.com. Do business with someone you know. That's us. Look at my guy over here with his HUDCO hat, HUDCO shirt. It's like you're in uniform today.
Yeah, I was in uniform today. We've been working a lot today. That storm that we had
Wednesday,
believe it or not, they had some action here in Baton Rouge too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I mean, obviously New Iberia got hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
Think about those guys as well as New Orleans. Again, golly, that area just can't catch a break. So, but Baton Rouge got some high winds over in the U Club. Believe it or not, we've been over there today quite a bit with some high wind and even some hail stuff. So if you live in the U Club, give us a shout at HUDCO Roofing. And then you mentioned something earlier with the insurance. I've been getting that call quite a bit, where homeowners are either getting dropped or getting ready to get dropped, or can't renew their policy if they don't get a new roof, which they have to pay for out of their own pocket, which sucks.
Yeah.
So we've been doing our best to help all the homeowners that are in that situation. So like I said, we've had that call a few times. So give us a shout. We can definitely help you out. We'd love to help you out. We'll be there, ASAP within the same day that you give us a call. And, we'd love to do business with you.
364-1007, 364-1007. As a matter of fact, if you call that number, Theriot's phone will ring right now because it's the office line that forwards to Richard and to Ryan and maybe some other people. Not me. Hey, y'all don't need me answering the phone, bro. But 364-225-364-1007, 364-1007, or HUDCOroofing.com. All right, it's after further review. Big basketball weekend as well. Pels tomorrow against the Suns. You were there last Friday. I'm so fired up for you, man. I'm so glad that you're here and you're on board with it. You get it now. It's like you just crapped on him because it was just like the convenient, fun thing to do. But now you went there, you saw it, you're in it, like you're drinking the Kool-Aid.
Got on my Zions.
You got your Z's? Look at you.
I mean, I was there. The building was electric. Jose comes off the bench. The place went crazy. Chapo was performing between the third and the fourth quarter. Zion's dunking on people, just bullying everybody. Like every time he touched the ball, he could score. What's the big center with the cool hair?
Valanciunas.
He's great. Just big monster.
Big center with the cool hair.
His hair is so good. Chris Paul was so pissed. I loved it.
There's a Chris Paul conversation that I want to have. We don't have time right now, but, I mean, there's a lot of Chris Paul slander. I get why you hate him right now because he's the leader of the other team and he's taking some cheap shots, and I get it. But his value to this organization should never be questioned, and his number should be retired in New Orleans. Different question, different convo for a different day. All right, final break. When we come back, we'll do a little Ask Ryan to wrap it up. Get your questions in. One segment to go. Ask Ryan next.
AFR.
Earlier today, my guy Casey from River City's 1 Hour Air was at the house, had our preseason heater safety check. They've got, what's that?
You better. It's going to be cold.
That's so true. It's getting cold night. So good timing, as a matter of fact. But because we're part of the membership club, and by the way, like, that's not a complimentary thing for me because I endorse them. Like, I pay monthly to be part of the membership club because I get my seasonal maintenance complimentary. So the preseason heater safety check today, my invoice was $0. They came and tuned up my home central heater, made sure we're in tip-top shape, told me a few things to be on the lookout for, but good to go. You should do this as well. Give River City's 1 Hour Air a call, 752-0001. They'll come out to the house. Casey, who I mentioned, he's been the tech that's like serviced our house a bajillion times over the years. Great dude. I've actually got to know him a little bit. So call River City's 1 Hour Air, 752-0001, where they're always on time or you don't pay a dime.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has $10,000 off MSRP on all new 2022 Black Widow Jeep Gladiators in stock. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty and free delivery. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
Every business is different, but B1 Bank knows that every business owner has similar needs. From streamlining accounts receivables to maintaining access to working capital, a trusted bank is your best asset for staying on top of day-to-day finances and planning for future business growth. At B1 Bank, I know I have access to commercial banking experts who care about the needs of my business and can guide me to accomplish my goals. B1 Bank knows that managing your business isn't simple. but they can help you make it uncomplicated.
Time doesn't stop, and the world keeps spinning. Community, culture, and communications, the powerful circle that connects us together. We're creating the next evolution, a network built for every possibility, moving faster than ever before, streaming us forward into the future. And the revolution is closer than you think. RTC, ETEL, and Vision are now Rev. New name, same company.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Ochsner.
Oh, hey, what's up? It's Big D and Bubba, 100.7 The Tiger Morning Show. We'd love for you to join us every weekday, 4 a.m. till 9 a.m.
Yeah, everything you want in a show. Country music. We got laughs. We got celebrity in-studio guests. We just need you.
Join us every weekday morning, 4 a.m. to 9 a.m., right where it all started.
That's right. Louisiana's country station, 100.7 The Tiger.
Le posso offrire un caffè? Andiamo insieme da me, non c'è.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
All right, down the stretch we come. Final segment here on a Friday edition of AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Big shout out to my guy Jim Woodworth over at Mold Zero, mold-0usa.com. If you have mold or other pathogens, Mold Zero can help. It's their patented non-toxic dry fog treatment. Theriot's seen this in action before. They'll spray, let it dwell for about 45 minutes. The mold dissipates. Maybe takes a couple of hours. As soon as, the fog dissipates. As soon as it does, you walk into a fresh smelling, clean, mold-free home, office, whatever it is. Mold Zero USA. Get that free estimate. Baton Rouge, New Orleans, mold-0usa.com. Mold-0usa.com. Okay, let's wrap up with a little Ask Ryan. Get your questions in for Theriot. Here we go. Matt King said, ask Ryan on Connor Griffin. Is he realistically going to LSU? What's the realistic chances?
It is realistic that he could go to LSU, yeah. He's going to be the best player in the country when he comes out. And I'd say probably, 50-50.
Kevin Gotro asked Ryan, you never said anything about deer season. How are the Terrios doing in the woods?
The Terrios have been busy and hadn't been able to hunt very much. We've been out a few times. That's going to change next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Plan on putting a few down next week. So get with me after the holidays. I'll let you know.
Dion Santiago asked Ryan, is water wet?
Oh, you know it.
Oh, you know it.
Ask Matt, is ProCharge EV the next great thing coming to Baton Rouge?
You trying to make that little drop right now? Is that what you're doing?
Boy, it's coming.
Dropping your next hint?
Telling you. You guys be on the lookout.
More to come.
Oh, yeah.
Ask Ryan, what did Jerry Sullivan give his true love on the 12th day of Christmas? Can't read that one. A 12-pack of Depends.
There you go. That's good. You can read that. What's wrong with that?
Ask Ryan, why doesn't Jerry Sullivan celebrate Christmas?
I don't know.
No need. He was there to see the baby Jesus in person.
I like that.
Probably should have stopped.
Nah, that was good.
Eric Ocho asked Ryan, favorite cold weather dish?
Oh, hot cocoa.
Ask Ryan, favorite Christmas movie and Christmas song?
Oh, man. Favorite Christmas movie? I like Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh.
Yep. I think that's good. Favorite Christmas song? What's the one they play in church all the time? What's the name of it? What is the name of it?
Jingle Bells?
They don't play that in church.
Silent Night?
They don't play that in church.
Oh, Holy Night?
They do. Yeah, they do that.
Oh, come all you faithful.
No.
Joy to the world.
No.
I mean,
keep going. Keep going. Keep going. They got other ones. That's choir singer.
Frosty the Snowman.
Choirs don't sing that. I like what is it? The Christmas Time in Hollis, Queens.
Yeah. Ask Ryan. Did you know the Kick Rocks voice is not Larry Holder?
Yeah, I knew that.
I mean, it's Mac Chiuili.
It's
Mac
Mac
Chiuili was
Chiuili.
literally here. Mac is Ryan's partner at Traction, trained him when he was a pro baseball player and all that sort of
Like
stuff.
we actually recorded that.
Yeah.
For that.
Actually, we did Mac did that on his phone.
Kick Rocks.
That's Mac on his phone. It's like, I just need to say Kick Rocks. Get him
Kick
down the road.
Rocks.
That's Mac on his phone saying.
There you go, Muse. Not a boy.
Way to be there, Muse. Way to finish strong. He got the dismount.
Muse.
Yeah.
Atta boy.
Yeah. He struggled through the routine, but
He's
he
back.
nailed the dismount. He
back.
stuck the landing. He's back. And we're done for the week. So we'll see you back Monday at 3.
AFR.
As we get on down the road, remind you about the Williamson Eye Center, 924-2020, 924-2020 for the Williamson Eye Center. Did you know that you can actually give a LASIK gift card?
What?
Yeah, from the Williamson Eye Center. So if you want to give someone LASIK for Christmas.
I mean, the gift of sight, bro, that's...
It's incredible.
That's maybe the best gift you could give.
What if you gave that to your child? That's big. Like when I was young and couldn't see and shoving contact lens into my eyes every day, LASIK would have been an awesome gift, man. Call the Williamson Eye Center. Starts with that free consultation. 924-2020. Do what I did. Did this 4 years ago. Went with Dr. Blake, went through the consultation. He looked at my eyes, evaluated, told me my options, what would be good for me, why I was a candidate for LASIK, answered all my questions. Boom. Got on the surgery schedule. We did LASIK. 4 years later, I'm still seeing better than 2020. So call 924-2020. Go for that free consultation at the Williamson Eye Center. 924-2020 or williamsoneye.com.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off MSRP on a new 2022 Ford F-150, plus no payments for 90 days and 2.9% APR for 72 months. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning